What is that noise?
Open the drawers from March 7th to get the help they need. That's how we're going to save lives.
Thanks, you. Thank you for playing that ad. After not playing it for like a minute. Awesome. Welcome to Live Streaming 101.
Hello.
Where be careful how many tabs you have open, because sometimes multimedia embedded files will just start playing even though you muted them. Yeah, be careful. Be careful out there. Hello everyone, welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob.
I'm Mel.
And we're going to be continuing our Dunwich Legacy blind live campaign playthrough. Today we're doing episode 5, I believe, but it's scenario 4, Blood on the Altar. And if you're watching this after the stream within the next 7 days, please go down in the comments below and vote how you would like us to upgrade our decks for the next scenario, which will be streamed again live next Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, and we'll keep playing and keep taking your suggestions on XP spending or saving as we go forward. And we'll talk about how we modified our decks based on last week's comments. And if you don't see a comment down below that you like, then leave one of your own, how you'd want us to spend or save our experience, and you can help affect how we change our decks going forward. And hello everyone, good morning, or afternoon, evening, yeah, evening, yeah. It's normal, Kenji, it's normal. You can't control everything. It's like as much preparation as you want to do. We've been down here for like an hour and a half prepping, and still, something's still at the last minute, like, oh, you want to talk about the comments from last week? Like, yeah, let me open that tab. I leave it open, it sits there, and then finally...
But as soon as you hit the button, then it started playing,
yeah,
which is so weird.
It's probably the button
The
I
button
hit,
probably made it play?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it was funny.
That's what it seemed like, but I don't know. That's annoying. Next time I won't open that until we're streaming. All right.
Jerry says, hi, it's first time seeing this live. Welcome. Awesome.
Jerry, it's about time. Where have you been?
You've been missing out.
Where have you been? Not impressed. Just kidding. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Orbit says, hey, Jerry, first timers, bring the beer. Yeah. Hope you brought it. If not, turn back around. We'll wait. So yeah, we're going to talk about our deck upgrades. We're going to get into it here. We're just going to kill some time live, of course, waiting for others to show up, since we hope YouTube sent out some notifications. If they didn't, and you didn't get a notification, but you want to, subscribe down below. Hit the little alarm bell button beside it if you've already subscribed, and turn notifications to all. And then there is some settings in your YouTube web page under your account for notifications that may need to be changed to turn back on push notifications, or on your mobile device in the YouTube app. They changed some privacy stuff a couple months ago. I learned that you may need to enable push notifications to get stuff from channels that you've signed up for notifications for. So if you're missing those live stream alerts, or you can set reminders on the streams. So I believe we have next week's stream scheduled.
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe not. I think so. Well, let me check.
I believe we do.
Let me check.
Jerry also says it's 1 a.m. here, not here, where Jerry is.
Well, we did say good morning, didn't we?
Good morning, yes. That is, yep.
Wow, so our time streaming this early does not work well for you, I guess, unless you're working a night shift or something.
Yeah.
So that explains why you're not here that often live. Okay, I get it now. I get it. Makes sense.
And Nicholas says, good morning from Sydney, Australia. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, Dan is here. I got the notification, and I still showed up. Thanks, Dan.
Dan gets a notification just to know when to not open his app, so he doesn't have to see us at all. Like, I don't want to open YouTube until they're done. Let's see. I think I scheduled it. No, I don't think I did.
Oh.
Nope, it's not scheduled yet. Oops. I meant to do it close to this one, but I don't want to do it too far in advance. But yeah, I'll schedule it after this one. You guys will see it pop up. Just check out the, if you're watching this later today or after it's streamed, just check the playlist link down in the video description. You can see past and future episodes in this series. I'll put them all in there. And you can set reminders on them in that playlist. Or on the main page, youtube.com/Rob's Gaming Table. And shout out to, I see a bunch of them in the chat, our Patreon supporters and producers and fans. Thank you all for the support, of course. If you're interested in supporting the channel at all, links are down in the video description. I just wanted to say it before one of the Patreons gave me trouble and started promoting it before I did. I need to remember to do all this stuff. I feel like a broken record. I hate doing that. I hate watching other channels too. and they're like constantly saying the exact same thing at the start of every video, and it's like, and skip, scrub. But
They
yeah.
unfortunately can't do that if they're watching live.
I know, but people later,
stuck.
the majority watch
Yeah.
later. So I'm always thinking about our people that cannot watch live, and I understand that. I
Yeah.
can't watch everything live either. Especially while I'm streaming, it's hard. I try, but it's hard. But then I get caught by the chat, just like, ignoring everybody and watching stream on the side. It's just kidding. I don't do that. You guys are funny. Oh yes. Oh, sorry.
You always miss something.
Jim's on it. Also, hit that like button. I forgot to mention that one. Yeah, there's I need like a list in front of me where I just read it off like a robot. But I hate feeling like that, like just constantly peddling.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it Sajat who used to call it out, like marketing manager?
Oh, yeah,
Rob?
yeah.
Well, marketing manager Rob's here,
Yeah.
where I just go through the like, don't forget to like, subscribe, share the videos.
And
And yes, that's another thing. I shared this video on Facebook just a few minutes ago before we went live in the 10,000 subscriber, the Arkham group, the Arkham card game group that actually has a lot of people in it. There's like a ton of Arkham card game groups that I saw, I think, but the big one that most people are in, I shared it there. But if anyone knows anywhere else to share the streams, feel free, share them around. I saw, thanks again to Drew, who previously shared our blind playthrough of Night at the Zealot, or Night of the Zealot, on Reddit. I do appreciate that. I don't think about sharing it some places, and I don't want to get banned, but you guys are allowed to share stuff wherever. So if you want to promote it, share it. That helps the channel a lot, helps people find the videos, helps more people show up for the next stream, and that kind of thing too. So I do appreciate everyone who shared our videos wherever. I don't know where all the corners of the internet are, but where all the Arkham fans are hiding. But thank you everyone who shares, shares the link, shares the videos, and that kind of stuff. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, and I think people even commented on, after Drew shared that, people commented saying, "Oh, we found you through this video." Yeah, which was awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That was like really cool.
That's awesome.
David says he played the scenario yesterday. We did pretty well. Next one though. ...
So.
Oh yeah, no spoilers.
Yeah, I was
please.
just gonna say that. Yeah. That's not a spoiler, but I guess.
Yeah, again, blind playthrough. This is our first time playing Blood on the Altar. Our first time literally taking it out of the box. I have not looked through the cards. I kind of sorted some things a little bit and got the decks ready based on the setup. I got all the enemy decks out, but I've not read through the cards. We literally go blind through it. Don't read the acts or anything until we're literally live stream playing.
Yep.
So yeah, don't spoil anything. Feel free to vote when we're doing like decisions. Feel free to vote on things and decide which way you'd like us to go, because obviously the majority, can pick which way we do things. And it's fine if you already know how it works and maybe you want to see it happen a different way. Maybe you played through and you're like, I never chose that option. I'm going to vote for that. That's totally fine. That's totally fine if you know what happens. But don't drop things in the chat like, oh, this enemy's easy. Wait till you see the next one that you're going to see in the next location or anything like that. Just save it for later. Feel free to drop in the comments below after the stream.
Yeah.
Spoiler warning to anyone looking down the comments. But yeah, feel free to drop stuff in the stream down below. Like, in our playthrough, it went like this kind of thing. Or, yeah, we love the way you did that. Feel free to spoil down there, I think. But
no spoilers on future scenarios. Like, don't say, oh, take this for experience because of this upcoming.
If you can, try to avoid that. Like, you guys really need a beat cop in your deck because of this upcoming whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's just for example, I keep getting yelled to not put that I don't have beat cops in my deck. But yeah, not anymore. But yeah, so things like that. Like, if you can, just avoid it. But feel free to suggest things that like there's a situation coming up where a better card would be in Mel's deck that could help her with something. Feel free to suggest that down below with our upgrades.
Yeah.
But just don't say why.
Yeah.
Don't say like the next 3 scenarios are going to be so heavily centered around blah, blah, blah. Which nobody's really doing, which I do love
which is great.
But now that we're on the topic, it's like, good to just reiterate it. Because some people may be just finding this one first or something.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't played through any of this yet.
And Kendra says, congrats on yesterday's video. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sword and Sorcery. It's done. But yeah, made it through another campaign game yesterday, finishing Sword and Sorcery.
No spoilers though, because
yeah. Well, we just finished it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we finished it.
There's gonna be no more episodes in that series because we played all 20 episodes, did through all. Obviously, we didn't see every scenario. There's branching paths in the game, but yeah, that's another game now under our belt that we literally streamed or put videos up from scenario 1 all the way through to the end, complete campaign.
Yep.
Similar to how we did Tainted Grail, Gloomhaven, Pandemic Legacy Season 0, Clank Legacy, Aeon's End Legacy. What are the campaign games we played through? Those are the ones coming off the top of my head, but
Yeah.
this one, they threw Night of the Zealot, three
Yeah.
campaigns.
Yeah.
We're rocking through this one. But yeah, we like to play campaign games here for
There's
anyone
probably
who's new to
others.
the
I
channel.
can't think of them at the
Yeah,
moment.
I just can't think of them off the top of my head.
Oh, like Aftermath.
Yep.
The other one I'm thinking of.
There's other games that we played through, like we played through Cthulhu Death May Die, of course, at all the scenarios,
yeah.
but that's not a campaign, but we still played all the scenarios.
No, the other one, no,
Which is
I'm
fun.
totally forgetting.
And yeah, Sleeping Gods next Saturday.
Yes.
I see some mentions in the chat. Sleeping Gods hype, yes. So next Saturday, because now we're done Sword and Sorcery, which we were playing every Saturday for a bit, we're now going to fill that slot. So next Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern, we're going to be beginning the full playthrough of Sleeping Gods. Spoiler warning, I'm assuming. We haven't even opened the game yet, but we'll be starting it next Saturday and just playing every Saturday until we're finished that game. And then we'll cycle something else in there, I assume. So Dan, yeah, out of the shirts that are hanging in my closet, so Dan's asking, you guys pulling a Tiger Woods Sunday shirt thing, both wearing black and playing Arkham on a Sunday, intentional? Yes. Yes, 100%. But out of the shirts that I had in my closet hanging that also can clip on a mic the way I like to, I'm very picky. And I've explained this before, as Jim knows, I explained that all the shirts I've been buying for like the last 7 or 8 years we've been playing on YouTube, and I've been using lapel mics or whatever. I only buy clothing now that's like mic friendly, pretty much. Like, because that's just what I do. I don't like trying to clip these mics on t-shirts and stuff. That's just how I roll. So when I looked in my closet and I had the choice of different colors, I thought, it's Sunday, and we're playing Arkham Horror. I'm not going to pick a bright red shirt or a bright blue shirt or a white or gray or something. I figured, nope, I'm going to take this black one because it's a Sunday Arkham Horror Day. It's to reflect my mood. This is depressed, hopeless Sunday mood, if you weren't
No,
aware.
don't be depressed.
No.
We got this.
I'm sitting on it. It's like pulling, but yeah. Anyways.
And I 99% of the time wear black anyways.
Yes.
So.
Also, we can't wear green
Yeah.
for reasons, so that color is not in the option in the rotation too. So
Yeah, no
when I'm
green
shopping, can't buy anything with green on it. Also.
You can wear certain greens.
No, I don't even risk it.
Because I do wear one that's green, but
Yeah.
it's
But
more
in
of like the
general.
army color green.
In general, I'm staying away from the yellows or the greens. You're saying yellow hood, yeah. Yeah, I could wear the yellow hood. That's right. That would be thematic. Jack says, I discovered Tainted Grail this morning and was very sad I missed that Kickstarter. Is there no way to buy Tainted Grail, like, just the first game, like, on, like, their web store or anything from Awakened Realms? Or is that a game they're holding hostage to, like, only future Kickstarters?
Oh.
Like, I would assume that game would get released in retail. It's kind of like some of their other games did. Like, you can find Awakened Realms games in retail, like, even though they're not the Kickstarter editions. I would have just assumed they'd make a Tainted Grail available in retail. Is it not?
I don't know, but
I would assume that would
I
happen.
would have thought the same.
Because also then why do they do the split shipping and just get the core set out in the wild first? Companies usually do that because they want to get something in retail as fast as possible. They kind of tell you it's because they want to get the game to you as quick as possible, but it's really because they want to print that core set and get it in retail, making money as soon as possible too, right? Two birds with one stone. Jim says, why no green? Just doesn't look good in our mansion here. Okay, it doesn't look good in our mansion. Walking around green.
We maybe be floating heads.
Yeah. There'd be some weird things going on the stream. That's all I'll say. Not all Awakened Realms games go to retail. I don't think Tainted Grail will go to retail, if I remember what I read correctly.
Oh,
okay.
I didn't know that.
I just assumed with the hype behind it, it was like their version, it was their Gloomhaven competitor kind of big hit game. You figure, like, let's put it on the shelves beside Gloomhaven in the retail stores and get it in front of people. But, yeah, like, at least the base set, it's nothing crazy. It only has, like, a couple of miniatures in it, and not a lot of, like, just cards. It's just a bunch of cards. It's not like it's heavy to produce. They can make tons of profit off that. It's just a bunch of paper. Yeah, that's weird. Very weird.
Huh.
It's not like it's big. Of course, that's not like a big box game like Gloomhaven either. So
No.
it's like it's pretty standard board game-ish size. Edgar says it is in retail in Russia.
Yeah, it seems like it might be a retail in some places, but it's very expensive. Based
Yeah, it
on
probably
what I'm
depends
reading.
on the publishers, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Awakened Realms has trouble finding certain publishers in like North America or whatever. Maybe, I don't know.
But do they do where when they do their next Kickstarter, they will include that as an option to purchase?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
But now they have the whole GameFound site, so they can just do like late pledges and pre-orders and whatever they want. They control the flow of their games, so they can just have anything available in there.
Yeah, or even selling it from their website, maybe?
That's what I would think. But then again, Awakened Realms I know has done deals with certain games with different publishers. Like, what's it? They did the Kickstarter for Nemesis, but then Nemesis is now in North America at least. It's like published by Rebel, I think is the company. So it's like not officially like Awakened Realms, like Rebel produces it. And then same with this War of Mine, there was something there where they like kickstarted that, but then all the publishing and retail was handed off to other companies. So maybe it's just that if they can negotiate a deal to handle retail and they didn't for Tainted Grail, maybe if like deals fell through in some places.
$120 base, says Edgar, in Russia. Wow.
Oh, okay.
That's pricey.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of hours in the game, but that's pricey, I think.
Yeah, if it's 120 US, like that's high considering like just weight and components compared to Gloomhaven.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tainted Grail doesn't have like cardboard map tiles or anything to put together. Doesn't have more than like 5 miniatures.
Yeah,
in the
Buell says
retail box.
6.
Yeah, so that's weird. Maybe the art is just like a lot more art or expensive art in there. Maybe that's what it's compared to Gloomhaven. Maybe it's like less art. Like no art on the cards in Gloomhaven. Literally Tainted Grail, every single card has like so nice art. Love
Yeah,
it.
it's
Like
beautiful.
love it. Every land tile, every card, decks, all like your combat cards, all that stuff. It's like tons of beautiful art. So I guess that's where the cost is going. So it's like it's apples and oranges, right? Trying to compare it to like Gloomhaven, but it is in the same price range.
Yeah.
And anyways, enough about that game. We're here to play Arkham Horror. Speaking of a game with a lot of paper. But yeah. All right. So let's talk about what happened last week. Not what happened, but our decks and upgrades and things. So thank you to everyone who left comments or threw a like or a thumbs up to whichever upgrade path you wanted to go with. Yogi Bear rocked it this week. Had multiple comments, multiple options. He even changed. He had a whole bunch of options like in the same option. I was like, you know what? You can recommend multiple. You don't have to just put one comment. You can literally put every single option available and just see which one gets the votes. It's fine. So if you're struggling like, Mel could put this in Jenny's deck or this, put both as separate comments and just see who votes for what. And you vote for the favorite one of those because you can, I think, like your own.
Yeah, you
comments.
can like your own comments.
Yeah, feel free to vote on your own too. Whichever one, if you do multiple, just vote on your favorite of the ones you put. You know. That you can do too. But yeah, so Yogi Bear put Zoe 2 times beat comps for the beat comp. So we have so many options at this point, but we're just going to do the boring thing for now. She really could spend XP. She really could spend any XP that you get. And then I'd be down for this, that, and that. So many things.
Well, I think that the one that is crossed out is something we don't have yet.
No, that's on different comment.
Oh, that's on a different comment. Okay,
We'll talk about that.
Can't remember. Okay.
So, and then Jenny, so these are the winners, if I didn't say that already. So, 9 likes here on Yogi Bear's Zoe recommendation and 11 on Jenny.
Yes.
1 Sure Gamble, 1 Switchblade, the 2 experience version for a Kukri and a I'm Out of Here.
Yeah, Yogi, you knew I was telepathically talking to you in the last video.
But there were some suggestions. So, Nicholas, thank you again. So, we wanted 2 police badges. But that did not, only got 1 like. Yogi Bear also recommended Jenny 2 times Hot Streak, replacing Get Out of Here and Burglary. Only got 1. Oh, this is the one.
Oh, yes,
And then edit. We're not, okay, we have returned to the Night of the Zealot, but we got that after we started this playthrough, and we wanted to kind of keep this playthrough as product light as possible, as like a starting point, because a lot of people on our channel maybe don't know much about the game. who tuned into Night of the Zealot. We just want to play with anything in that box with our 2 core sets. And then we moved on to this series. We literally just want to make only the card pool available as the 2 core sets we had in the last series, and then play with the whole Dunwich Legacy, 1 copy of each product in the Dunwich Legacy, and that's it. But yes, we have returned to Night of the Zealot. We have other packs now. Our expansion is getting there. But we don't have return to the Dunwich Legacy, though. So if you're recommending upgrade path, make sure in Arkham DB or just in your own collection, keep in mind we're trying to keep it friendly for new players to this game, or people trying to collect it, as if they wanted to play along and make choices and that kind of things, or play a similar thing or see how the game works with limited cards. This is how it works. So
And kind of like a progression, right? As the cards came out.
We're gonna add stuff in. We'll throw more things in. We have the list of how things were released. We might just follow that and then we jump into Path of Carcosa. Maybe we mix in whatever was available at the time. Maybe we'll put in the investigator deck stuff, or some return to stuff. I don't know. We'll figure it out at each campaign we get to, and we'll also discuss taboos and when to put those in and that kind of thing. But yeah, we're just going to play through it kind of our own way a little bit, kind of progression, but maybe change it up a little bit as we get further into the collection. So yeah, there was other stuff I wanted to talk about in here. Oh yeah, there was mentions from Matouj about this here, which I forgot. If an enemy has prey instructions containing the word only, so normally prey just breaks ties. So if you're the closest to a hunter with prey, the guy's going after you, doesn't matter what his prey is. Okay, doesn't matter. It's just breaking ties. If you're equal distance or it goes to a location with 2 or more investigators, it will choose the one that matches its prey. And if there's a tie, the lead investigator chooses. But there's this little thing here that we hadn't dealt with, I don't think, until last episode. If it has the word only in their prey, it literally moves after that investigator, no matter where they are, like no other investigators exist. Yes, I know. I totally didn't even realize this was a thing. I know I've read this, but for some reason we just hadn't experienced it in many hours of playing the game.
Didn't sink in.
So yeah, we just didn't catch it when it happened. So if it says only, that enemy moves towards and engages that investigator as if it were the only investigator in play. And it ignores all other investigators while moving and engaging. Other investigators may use the engage action or card abilities to engage the enemy. So I think this comes into play with your weakness guy, probably, right? Do you have that? Or no, he stays far away from you.
Well, I have 2.
Yeah, there was something. No, that's a spawn. Maybe it was just in the encounter deck or something.
Oh, it's this one.
Oh, okay. So
it is mine. Sorry.
So it's this mob enforcer basic weakness. Prey, the bearer only. The mob enforcer is a hunter and he's literally chasing only Jenny anywhere on the board. He ignores me completely.
Okay.
He won't even engage with me if I'm at a location between you and him. My understanding is he just literally stops at the location and he's kind of aloof.
Yes, we won't.
He's aloof for me and everyone else at the table except for Jenny in this case.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's that. Thank you again for mentioning that kind of stuff in the comments here.
I don't think that really. Maybe it did. Maybe we talked about it, but I believe I was the one that parlayed him. So I don't think we cheated in any way. But maybe when we were talking about where it was going to go or something.
Yeah. So Jack mentions while the rules reference, this was a comment from last episode when we were going through the setup, which we will do again to make sure we do it in the right order. But Jack says, while the rules reference does state that opening hands are to be drawn before the scenario setup is read, this is a rule that is overlooked by FFG continually. In future cycles, there will be scenarios which modify that part of the setup, making it impossible to decide opening hands before setup.
Oh.
I recommend at least scanning the setup instructions to see if this is the case in future cycles. And I usually do scan the setup because I need to collect all the cards out of the boxes and then bring them down for the stream and everything.
Yeah.
So I try to get all the cards out in advance that we need. So I kind of do glance through the setup to make sure we have all the components. Well, hopefully I would see that beforehand. And worst case, we would do our draw and mulligan, and then we just have to do it again if we messed up, which isn't the end of the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's good
Thanks,
to know.
Jack.
Thank you, Jack. There was something else. It might be it that I wanted to address.
So thank you again for everybody leaving your comments, hitting that like button on what you wanted us to upgrade. That's awesome.
Oh, Dana has a rules question. Sorry, Dana has a rules question. I have an Arkham rules question. If an investigator is engaged with one or more multiple enemies, can a second investigator move through that location freely? Yes. Yes. Those enemies are considered at the same location because they're engaged with an investigator who's also at the same location. But literally, the other player can move in and out, no problem, and they also can attack those enemies that are engaged with you as long as they're at the same location, and they can engage them and pull them away. So yeah. No, Jim, my game storage for this game is currently not in the same room. It should be, but it's just not.
I didn't know that. Did we say something?
No, he's just asking.
Oh.
I just said that because I have to get all the cards out and
bring them down. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Sorry, I was
So
like,
I have
how did he know?
If anyone saw, I have that giant E-Raptor card solution box. Half of it's Arkham Horror, half of it's Marvel Champions. Right now, I keep it upstairs because I have another larger table upstairs that I play games on
It's like our practice.
And practice and go through cards. I like sitting up there by a window. You know, it's a larger room rather than streaming in the basement. It's like, you know, dark down here, that kind of thing. So yeah, I just like playing my games. Normally when I'm not streaming, I play them on a larger table where I have tons of games out, spread out. I have sometimes 2 or 3 games set up on that table. It's a table that can go stretch and seat like 12 people at it. Pretty huge, but it's just dedicated to gaming preparation. So that's where I also like tweak the decks, look through cards, spread them out, get all the encounter stuff together. Yeah. And sometimes there's a game on the table down here too. So this board game table literally sometimes sits with games on it, and I can't just bring my card collection down and spread it out on the table while a game's set up for the next stream or something. So yeah, I have a system. It could be better, but
it works.
There you go. There's some behind the scenes info for you, Jim. But yeah, at some point, we'll talk about more storage solutions so that I can have the cards nearby. We'll talk about that later. I'll show that off. But I have plans. All right. Let's see here. All right. So upgrades. So I'm putting in the 2 beat cops in my deck that are 2 experience. Taking out these 2, so it's a straight upgrade. So they formerly were giving me 1 extra fight, discard a beat cop, deal a damage to an enemy location as a free action. And 2 are the stats. They cost 4 to put in play. Well, now they cost 4 to put in play. I think the symbols are... Oh, yeah, now they have an agility symbol on them. And now they're 3 health to horror or sanity or whatever. They still give you the +1 fight, but you can exhaust a beat cop to deal 1 damage and deal 1 damage to it, to deal 1 damage to an enemy at your location. So it's just another way to throw some damage around, possibly. Yeah, so that's going in the deck.
Okay, and then in my deck, we have a Switchblade, which is fast fight. You get +2 fight for this attack. If you succeed by 2 or more, this attack deals +1 damage. And this card, which is so cool, I didn't know existed until it was brought up, like I think 2 streams ago. Sure Gamble. It is fast. Play after you reveal a chaos token with a negative modifier. Switch that token from a negative to a positive. Love that. So out of my deck came a I'm out of here and a Kukri. Shuffle these. Sure Gamble is cool.
Yeah, a lot of upgrade cards I look at and I'm like, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I could have that in my deck right away. That's like, oh, okay. So that makes me hungry for experience more in these playthroughs.
Yeah, so you can keep experiencing new cards. Yeah. And currently, we've both used all of our experience. Is that correct? We have nothing remaining?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
Sure. So the decks that we're playing with, even with those updates we just put in, should be... I think they're in the video description. Pretty sure.
I think you did that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. So if you check the video description down below, you'll see Jenny's deck and Zoe's deck updated with those changes down in the video description. So you can reference those when you're trying to figure out later what upgrades you would do. And I will put a pinned comment on the video with how much experience we got in the video. So if you come back later and you don't even have to watch to the end of the video if you don't want to see what to put in the deck. It's up to you. Or if you just forget, should be down there in a pinned comment. But I'll do that after the stream. The comment section goes live. All right. So I do start with 2 fewer resources thanks to my permanent indebted treachery, weakness, whatever it is here.
Yeah.
I have an additional ally slot thanks to charisma. I also start with the permanent keen eye in play. So I do have this available to spend resources to go with our dark horse kind of strategy if we get it going. But in general, just winning tests and spending money. So you get +1 till the end of the phase of either of these stats if you spend 2 resources. Okay. Bob's saying Sure Gamble works really well with cards that have extra benefit for passing a test by 2 or more.
Yes. Yes. Like the Switchblade I just put in.
And Nicholas is asking, does Sure Gamble work on skulls, tables, etc.?
I don't think so because the way it's worded is specifically when you draw a negative modifier, switch it to a positive.
Yeah,
I would think it has to have the negative.
Yeah, I think it. So yeah.
Oh, it does.
So Dan, thank you for the super chat for the cutest Johnny Cash couple on YouTube. Heart. Aw,
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Dan, for the support. We appreciate it. What does that mean? Cash couple. I don't get it.
We can probably Google it later.
Yeah, we'll Google. I know who Johnny Cash is, but I don't know. Oh, is it because we're in black? Is it related to the wearing the black?
I don't know. I think the last time we did actually wear this similar black and black was when we played This War of Mine.
Well, spoilers to me. Have a great game. Thank you, Dan.
Thanks, Dan. So Bob does say yes, it does. So maybe he's saying yes, it does because on here they're technically negatives. Is that what you mean, Bob?
Oh, he's known as the Man in Black. Oh, okay, I get
Oh.
it. I get it. I know. I'm looking on Wikipedia, like trying to quickly read, like, what is he? Is he known for dressing in black? Like, oh, there it is. Yeah, he's got the nickname, the Man in Black.
Right.
So I think he's calling you a man. I think is what Dan's saying.
That's fine.
I think that's what he's saying. Yeah, just kidding.
All
I kid.
good.
Or it says, where is it? His music contained themes of sorrow, mortal tribulation, and redemption, especially the later stages of his career. He's known for his deep, calm, bass baritone voice. All right, yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for the
culture is
support.
lost on us. Some. So Bob is saying that it does work. I think there's a clarification on Arkham DB, and 5 past
Sorry,
1 says
which one?
that the negative
What am I
does
looking up? Which card?
Sure Gamble.
Sure Gamble. I can do it right now. Here
Yeah.
we go. Time for rules queries with Rob.
Because
Here
I
we
think
go.
it would, now that I'm actually thinking about it.
All right, quiet so I can change the scene. Thanks. Just kidding. All right. Okay. Sure Gamble. Here's the card page on ArkhamDB. It says FAQ. Sure Gamble works with special tokens that reference the scenario card. Oh yeah, if they say they are a negative, yes.
Yeah, so
they
that's
get replaced with the text. This I know. I didn't realize what you guys were saying and what you're talking about. I get it.
Yeah, after I thought about it.
Yeah.
Those
so
are
literally
technically
the
negatives.
skull has the -1 on it for each yada yada. Or the cultist head in this case would be a -4. So yes, it would turn that to a +4. So those tokens take on whatever texts are on here is literally replacing the symbol. So it's not, Sure Gamble's not changing the symbol going, is the skull have a negative beside the skull? No. It's treating it as like this text was on the token. That's how it works.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that before. I remember reading that. I was like, yeah, that makes complete sense.
Okay, thank you. That's good to know in advance. So the only thing it doesn't work on is obviously positives and the auto fail. So how do I get more of those in my deck? One only. We hope to see it, and then yeah.
Okay. Are we good to set up? Let me see. Let's do it in order again. Just make sure we're doing
Oh
it
yeah,
right.
flip the card to easy standard. Thank you, Nicholas. It was on hard difficult.
You didn't want us to play on hard?
Maybe.
Yeah, I just threw it on the table. I didn't look at it yet. That would be funny. Okay. Setting up the game. All right, we chose our investigators. So the damage and trauma. Do you have
Yes, we do.
sheets?
We do have some
I have
of that.
some, right? Or something?
Yeah, we do have some of that happening. You have 1 trauma. Physical.
Oh, physical. Not mental?
No, you didn't take mental on purpose.
I don't remember, to be honest, as I have mental trauma in real life that I can't remember a week ago, but so I start with 1 damage, right?
Yes, because you didn't want to get. Okay, I'm just
I
gonna
know, I
erase
try to avoid obviously taking mental trauma, but physical I have 9, so that makes sense. I could see myself doing that.
I am just going to erase our experience because we have none now to start this one.
All right. Choose one of the investigators to be the lead investigator.
You want to roll?
Or do you want to just choose? Do you care?
I don't care.
We can roll.
I don't care.
Whatever. Odds, evens, and it's an
It's you.
even. So Zoe is the lead investigator today.
Okay.
Assemble and shuffle the investigator decks, assemble token pool, chaos bag, starting resources, which I need 3 of because I take 2 less, right? Yes.
That's such a tough weakness.
It's fine. All right. There's worse.
I guess.
Read the scenario. Oh, no. Draw opening hands. Draw opening hands.
Okay, I'm just going to do
5 cards. And what I got today in my first draw hand here, we got a flashlight. We are going to throw Smite the Wicked aside, draw a card to replace such things. If it bleeds, Fire Axe, which I'm definitely not keeping because it's garbage. Vicious Blow, and Prepare for the Worst. Just kidding, we're keeping Fire Axe.
I was going to say, you always try to find it.
I know. I always need a weapon, at least something. I like this one a lot. And I have Keen Eye that helps me. Or no, I can just spend on this one. Yeah. It's the Dark Horse or whatever I need. So based on this, searching for a weapon, I don't care right now. If a skill test succeeds during... Sorry, if a skill test is successful during attack, deals 1 additional damage. No. Which is fine, but I'll get it later, I'm sure. I'll draw another one right now. Fast. After you play or defeat a monster enemy, each investigator location heals. We don't need to heal right now. Hopefully we see that later. Flashlight, though. I do like the idea of flashlight to get some clues. Possibly. Seems like not a bad asset to get going right away. Because if you don't know, I don't know what this scenario is going to be focused on, but in general, it feels like Arkham Horror, you need to collect clues quite often.
Yeah, that's
something
usually
I've noticed. It took a lot of scenarios, but I think it's a core mechanic to the game. The flashlight helps me with it, so I think I'm going to keep that. Any comments? Any suggestions? Keep Fire Axe, mulligan, everything else? I kind of feel that way, because I kind of want Dark Horse like really bad. Would be fun.
Yeah, getting it early.
Or some money generation to get, or some companions would be nice. Yeah, maybe a companion would be a better play than flashlight.
Sounds good.
Which one sounds good, Yogi? Bob or the one I said? Because there's a delay of 12 seconds, so I don't know what you... Are you replying to me or Bob? I'd keep Axe and Flashlight, Assistant a Gamer. Okay. Great minds think alike. All right. So I'll draw 3 more. Whoa.
Oh,
right.
interesting.
So again, prepare for the worst. We got it back, even though we found basically every weapon in our deck. So machete, maybe we keep it? I don't know. Let's see here. We keep it all anyway, but I'm thinking of what to play out of this or whatever, but you can use them as skill cards too, right? So this stuff will go in. What do you got?
Okay. Oh, I got a good start here. Okay, so I got... Oh, I'm not even showing properly. Sorry, awesome. I got a gun. I got Luca. Yes, right off the bat. We got sneak attack. I don't need sneak attacks right now, so I'm definitely going to mulligan those away. And then we got this, the Necromonicon, right away. I love this.
What's it called?
Necronomicon. I cannot say this thing correctly for the life of me. The Necronomicon. I'm definitely keeping... Okay, so I'm definitely keeping Leo and the Necronomicon.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna mulligan the sneak attacks. The gun, if I focus on more clues, I don't need this gun.
Luca and Necro keep.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. I don't need the gun. If you have lots of weapons.
Then you've also put in a switchblade in your deck too.
Yeah.
So you have other weapons that could show up.
Okay, so we're gonna mulligan those 3. So we're gonna get... Oh, we got the gun again anyways, so it doesn't matter. We got Cat Burglar, so we can get Luca and the Cat Burglar. It's going to take some time to get all this out, though. And we got a second Luca. Leo.
You can call it Luca, too, though. You got the call.
Yeah, so did Bob. I don't know
Yeah,
why
Bob
I do
called
that.
it
It's
Luca.
like
Keep Luca closed. Yeah, so you've now officially have changed the name of a card in the meta. Mel's got the influence on the Arkham DB crowd.
wow. I don't know why I keep doing that.
We're gonna have we'll put an FAQ entry on Arkham DB for this card is also known as Luca.
Well, I mean, it's in the name, so I'm not wrong. I just am calling him by his, I think, last
No,
name.
it's fine. It's
I'm calling
fine.
him by his last name.
It's fine. It's just fine.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm excited that I got that the necro right away. That's huge for getting resources going.
Agreed.
Huge. I will be able to get those out faster. Okay. Oh man. All right.
Okay, now we read the scenario introduction, which I believe I have here. So, scenario 4, Blood on the Altar. When you finally reach Dunwich, you are greeted by Zebulon Whatley and Earl Sawyer, another man from the village who had met Dr. Armitage during the incident several months ago. Things ain't looking too good here, Earl tells you. Some folks up went missing a few nights ago. Them whippoorwills one shut up. Don't know what you're doing here, but last time you Arkham folk came round, 'tis was bad news, very bad news. His eyes blink rapidly, and he coughs and looks away. Oh, I'm not speaking the same voice. His eyes blink rapidly, and he coughs and looks away. Look, why don't you rest for the night and look for whatever it is you're looking for tomorrow? Zebulon chimes in, putting a wrinkled hand on your shoulder. You begin to protest, but your aching muscles and weary mind won't allow you to refuse. The elderly man offers to take you in for the night and drives you to his home at the outskirts of Dunwich village, as some would call it. The town is disheveled and eerie, and you find yourself wishing you hadn't come here at all. You fall asleep on the ride over and scarcely remember anything else from that night. When you awaken, you find that Zebulon's house is abandoned, and there's no sign of the elderly man or Mr. Sawyer. Fearing the worst, you head into the village of Dunwich to investigate, hoping to find answers.
Okay.
Setup. Gather all cards from the following counter sets. Blood on the Altar, a Dunwich, Whippoorwills, Night Gaunts, and Ancient Evils. These sets are indicated by the following icons. So Whippoorwills. Woo!
Oh, we have birds.
Woo! So I need the beat cops to supposedly kill those guys easy. They come with like bird swatters that smack them out of the sky, supposedly. Put village commons into play. Each investigator begins in the village commons. So let's get. So we have the deck here. So we got.
Here's one.
We have village commons into play. It says it's a Dunwich and it's central traded. It is hard to prevent the impression of a faint, malign odor, about the village street, as the massed mold and decay of centuries.
We start here.
Oh, that's just a quote from The Dunwich Horror by H.P. Lovecraft, so it's not actually flavor text about this. Sure. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Okay. Then it says, yep, we can play it there. All right, remove one of the 2 copies of each other location from the game at random. So we have 2 copies of Bishop's Brook, 2 copies of Burn Ruins, 2 copies of Osborne's General Store, 2 copies of Congressional Church, 2 copies of House in the Reeds, 2 copies of Schoolhouse. So,
I love it. Okay.
Let's just, I don't know, shuffle them and take them out. Brian says, sorry we were late. My timekeeper was distracted by sword and sorcery. I did notice how thin the likes were. Come on, hit that button.
Oh,
Yes,
are they thin?
46 concurrent viewers right now and only 18 likes. I guess people like watching us, but don't like us playing Arkham Horror, I guess. I don't know. Just kidding.
So, Tezra, this is the thing that I have thought about before. I hope Mel doesn't go into action withdrawal when she plays an investigator without access to rogue. Having Leo DeLuca in play is kind of addicting. I know. I don't know how I'm going to go back to 3 actions.
Read how she says his name. Read properly how she put it.
Oh, Luca DeLeo. I love it.
Yes, Tezra. And shout out to Tezra.
I love it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all the help with our semi-local game store getting some of those packs. I know I mentioned in the comments. And yesterday, funny story, when you had messaged me about the one pack coming in stock at the one store, I already have email notifications set on for all that stuff. So I saw the email, and Mel was doing something else, and it said there was 10 plus left in stock of that pack. And I didn't need that pack. And I was like, 10 plus left, I'll wait. Maybe I'll wait till Sunday or Monday. Maybe they'll get more packs will show up that I need. And then I'll just place an order with that and a few other things. But then Mel came down and I told her, oh, Mel, I got a notification for this pack. Then I opened up the product page and it says 6 were left. And I was like, or no, maybe it was...
No, we saw the...
Tezra said
message.
6 were left.
Yeah.
But I think after you had said it, I went back to the page and there was like 2 left. So then I quickly was like, oh, crap. So then I placed my order and got the one pack as a pickup order. And it was the last one because it literally went out of stock as soon as I finished my order. It was gone. So thank you again for that. So we're 2 packs away from getting the Dream Eater cycle. We need... I do have alerts set on for it, but if anyone has a Canadian retailer or sees it, can't remember the pack names ever.
I was watching it. I was watching it count down quickly. LOL. It sold out in 45 minutes.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But I don't know if those email notifications go instantly sometimes. I have a feeling they don't go out right away or something. That's my feeling. Or what the real number is sometimes when it's says 10 plus. How much do they really have? Who knows? But we still need a point of no return. So pack number 4 and pack number 5, Where the Gods Dwell, are the 2 other packs we need from the Dream Eater cycle, and then we've completed that one. And for those who are following along, they just announced Return to Circle Undone is a new product that's eventually coming out. So things are flowing for the game still, I guess. So that's another thing. And then Lair of the Dragon, I saw FFG announce that it was going to be delayed at least in the US till March 19th. So they're pushing that pack back also. And I know there was issues with Light in the Fog not getting the full shipments at one time, so a lot of stores got shorted. But supposedly a second wave of those showed up because I saw them popping in stock. But yeah, so Lair of the Dragon, March 19th for some. Watch out around that time. That's when it'll become available. So thank you again, Tezra, for your help.
Also with the investigator packs as well. You
yes.
let Rob know about that. And I called the store to ask them because there was nothing online. I called the store and we literally got the last 2
of anything.
Of what they had. There was 2 packs that they had.
Yeah, I told her,
and we got the last ones.
Yeah. So when Tezra let us know, I had a relative there on a Saturday and they had everything in stock and some of them were lower in supply. We literally called a day and a half later and they're like, oh, no, we just have 2 in stock and only 1 copy of each.
Yeah.
That's it. And they were like, we'll hold them if you want. So we did that. And we're like, okay, sure. Yeah, it's crazy how quickly things just disappear.
And then when we went there to pick it up, we were able to find another pack that was hard to find. So that was good.
5 Pass says, Point of No Return always seems to crop up as a particularly hard to find pack.
Robert is saying, Rob, does your friendly local game store have where Doom awaits or Doom awaits
I don't know.
in stock by chance?
Again,
I don't know.
I originally in my wish list for all the stores we buy from, I went on the websites, added to my wish list every single pack, return to, novella, anything in their database that I don't have in my collection. And then whichever stores actually do email alerts, I went in and actually put email alerts on for every stock I'm missing. And then when we get email alerts to buy stuff, I go into my wish list at least and remove all the things out. So I don't pay attention to anything that I don't need. And I just leave it, leave it alone. I don't keep an eye on anything else that comes in stock. I don't get notified. I have no idea. So yeah. So that's what somebody said too.
Right? Yeah.
Somebody said those are hard and really good ones to get. So
so that's
good.
awesome.
Harvey's made for me. Yes. All right. We'll play with some of those investigator packs, just raw how they are. I want to play some. Maybe we'll play through, Return to Night of the Zealot with them or something, even if it's maybe they're too hard for those or maybe a standalone scenario. But I just want to try those packs the way they're meant to be. And I would like to play them through a campaign and try their upgrade paths and stuff just for fun. Even if they're not the strongest or anything, but just to experience the cards that way would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so we removed all the locations. We're
One
down
of each,
to
yep.
one of each of the 6 locations. Then choose one of the 6 remaining locations at random and remove it from the game as well. So I will shuffle them up
interesting.
and roll a
Well,
d6.
I can just okay.
So I will roll a d6. And we're removing number 1, which is House in the Reeds. Is officially gone.
Interesting.
So you remove it from the game and then put the remaining locations into play. And then there's a suggested location placement here for us. So House in the Reeds is missing, so we have Schoolhouse. We gotta put this in the middle more. Schoolhouse is up here. And we have Congressional Church over here somewhere. General Store. And we have down here somewhere. Here somewhere. We have the Burned Ruins and the Bishop's Brook.
Okay, and we can use.
And then yeah, feel free to use your little sticks and connect them. So
I know,
remember,
but let's make sure we do it
go from the
correctly.
bottom and find the top on the other cards. This one connects this way.
Both ways, right?
So then if we go to the bottom of here, we can draw back to the top of here.
And then this one connects both ways.
Yep. Also, it does connect to the yellow one here, and that yellow one goes not back.
Okay, so we need only one way.
Okay, so once you go to the general store, you can't leave.
But but
the general store goes to here.
One way and back?
Red square, and this goes back to yellow. Yep.
Okay.
And this also goes to the moon.
And the moon goes back?
AKA the schoolhouse, and it goes back. Yeah.
Okay.
Right? And then from here, we got red square done, we got yellow, we have moon. Okay, so over here, the Burned Ruins, we don't see a way to even get to it yet, other than from the church. But this right now does go one way, or no, sorry, it does not. It goes one way to this. So one way to the brook, right? Is that right? So yeah, red square goes to red square, green diamond goes to green diamond. Okay, then this also goes back to blue triangle. This goes back to blue triangle.
Oh, so that
so
one's
it is
this
two-way.
way. Sorry.
Oh.
So how do we get... Oh, so we have to go like this. Okay, okay.
Is that good?
Yeah, you have to go this way to get to those.
Green covered, red covered. This one. Oh, this one does go back to here.
And does that go
Nope,
two ways?
just
One way. Okay.
Right, so we got burgundy plus going to burgundy plus. We got blue triangle down here. And then we have the missing location, which is the little brown swiggle, which would be up here, but it's removed from the game.
Okay, hopefully this helps keep us on track with where we are allowed and not allowed to go. I like it, actually.
Okay. That's that. That's our recommended. And we also have to check the campaign log, gather cards for each character who was kidnapped according to your campaign log. Form a face-down pile of potential sacrifices in quotes, consisting of each of those cards, along with Zebulon Watley and the Earl Sawyer card.
Okay, so Professor Rice was kidnapped.
Yeah, so I went back, I looked at this earlier.
Oh, that's it.
And grabbed Professor Warren Rice, who was the only one we've had kidnapped. So I grabbed his player card or whatever. And then these two from this expansion, Zebulon Watley and Earl Sawyer, are potential sacrifices. So they're going to go in here, shuffled down, face down pile. I think they're random. Face down pile, potential sacrifice consisting of each of those cards. Doesn't say shuffle or random, but either way I'm doing it. But we can put that like up here somewhere or something. Okay. Then it says set the following cards aside out of play. Silas Bishop. Here, Silas Bishop. The Hidden Chamber.
The key.
Key to the Chamber.
And the powder.
Powder of Ibn Ghazi. Okay. So these will all be set aside here for now. Okay, and then it says, check the campaign log. If the investigators were delayed on their way to Dunwich, add 1 doom to Agenda 1A.
We were not.
Then it says shuffle the remainder of the encounter cards to build the encounter deck, which I have here. I've shuffled it a bit. I don't know if you want to give it a shuffle after. And then it says check the campaign log. If the O'Bannon gang has a bone to pick with the investigators,
Nope.
seeking vengeance, the gang from the Clover Club has followed you to Dunwich. Gather all cards from the Naomi's Crew counter set. Shuffle them into the encounter deck. So we don't have to do that because I guess something that happens, I'm assuming, in the house always wins scenario, maybe. Take the previous set aside hidden chamber, hidden key, the hidden chamber, and key to the chamber cards, along with the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. So here, you shuffle these one more, however you want to do it. And we're going to take the top 3 of the encounter deck, shuffle them randomly with these set aside cards. No, not this one. Key to the chamber, hidden chamber cards.
Okay.
Along with the top 3. So that's 5 cards.
Mm-hmm.
And then we put them face down, one randomly underneath each location play except the village commons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess we're running around hunting for things, but we could run into treacheries or enemies that are hiding from the encounter deck, or we run into the key. We're looking for a key, and we're also looking for the hidden chamber.
Okay.
I didn't read what they do,
I could put them
but
in
it does
if you
explain here. You can sort them out however you want. The hidden chamber. This scenario includes a single-sided location, the hidden chamber, which has been dealt face down underneath a random location. The hidden chamber only has a revealed side and has a revelation effect that puts it into play when drawn. When put into play, a single-sided location is put into play with its revealed side face up because it has no unrevealed side. Otherwise, it functions as a normal location every other way. Were there people who actually play it like, oh, I got it and I got to keep it face down because I can't see the backside yet? Then they don't know how to flip it, I guess, until they get to the location. Maybe some people play that wrong, like playtesting, and they were like, no, guys, you need it to be face up.
Oh, what was supposed to be face up?
No. Okay,
Oh,
forget what I said.
okay,
We're
sorry.
good. Don't
Okay.
worry about it.
Sorry.
We don't need to
That
talk
I
about
did
it.
something.
It's fine. All right. Let's get down to the table. And rules reference wise, so we read the scenario, instructions in the campaign guide, perform the scenario setup instructions, set agenda deck. So agenda 1A, strange disappearances. You're welcome in Dunwich your welcome in Dunwich has been cold. A string of disappearances left the already aloof townsfolk on edge. Most of them look at you with distrust, and a few are willing to help in your investigation. Who knows what will happen if you don't find the location of the missing townsfolk soon. And there is our ransom photo. So send $10,000 in unmarked bills. And yes, $10,000. It's 1920s, remember? It's 1920s. All right. Then Act 1A, searching for the answers. The disappearance in town may be related to the events in Arkham. You suspect that something awful is afoot. You must find where the missing townsfolk are being held in order to unveil this conspiracy. Objective. When an investigator enters the hidden chamber, advance. So we need to find that hidden chamber like now. Oh, and I forgot to mention 6 doom. 6 doom threshold is what's going to flip our agenda. So.
Okay. So then I think we can flip this one, right? Because we're here. Or not yet.
Yeah. All right, so we got the village commons. And it says 3 shroud, but no clues. And it says resign. This is suicide. We're better off hiding out the night. It says, oh, that's not. All right, so the other thing is we should go over these.
Mm-hmm.
So for this scenario, the skull is -1 for each location in play with no encounter card underneath it, max -4. Okay, so with no encounter card underneath it. So at the start, it's only a -1, and as we because it's -1 for this location.
Yep.
But as we find cards, that skull gets worse.
Okay.
And then the cultist is -2. If you fail, add 1 clue from the token pool to your location. That's kind of probably good. Maybe not. Because it would be harder for victory points, but I don't see any, but they got to flip first, I guess. Then the tablet is -2. If you're in the hidden chamber, reveal another token. And then the other token we have there, whatever that is, this squid hand thing, is -3 if you fail. Place 1 doom on the current agenda.
So Jim is asking a question which kind of goes with what you just read, but he's saying, what does a shroud on those cards, why is there shroud on those cards? But for examples of this one where it can place a clue token on your location, if you were there, it would just give you a way to get that token back again. So it doesn't start with any tokens on it, but
also there's cards
Yeah.
in the treachery deck we've seen, and enemies, and I think also if you're eliminated or resign, you will drop all your clue tokens you have on your character card on the location you're at. So that just covers you in a weird situation when a treachery deck or encounter deck says you have to drop one clue if you fail something, or right now drop a clue.
yeah.
If you drop it on a location, there's a way to get it back.
Yeah.
Ezra's got a comment for you there.
Yes, thank you. Those location markers look awesome, like an official product. The color scheme is perfect. Thank you very much. I made them.
But we did order some,
We did. We're just.
which have shipped.
Oh yes, yes,
So the
yes.
ones from Etsy have shipped. We'll talk about those when
Yeah.
they show up eventually, and we'll work them into the stream.
But they definitely go, and they make it easier to see what's happening for sure.
A
So
lot better than those toothpicks.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Uh,
And I don't know what we would have done with the toothpicks when it was only a single-sided.
yeah, Bob, I like switching how I pronounce Dunwich just to frustrate people who say it should be Dunwich. Dunwich. But Rob likes to switch things up every now and then. Ryan Polk says, the audiobook I listened to for Dunwich Horror said Dunwich when the narrator spoke, and Dunwich when people from the town spoke. Hope that helps, LOL. Yeah, so it can be said
So
either
it can
way.
be said, yeah.
Then I see videos of the designers of these games and FFG employees calling it Dunwich, Dunwich, Dunwich over and over again. No one says Dunwich. But I guess if you're from there, it makes sense. Maybe it's kind of like New Orleans and Nolans,
Yeah.
right? Maybe it's just like that. Like local folk have a certain way to say it. There's some other ones that I always think of in those examples that I forget off the top of my head.
Well, we
Anyway.
watched one documentary, and they were talking about Etobicoke, right? And they kept calling it Etobicoke.
Oh, yeah,
And it was
yeah.
so weird. We're
Yeah,
like, that's
there's
not how
a
you say it.
suburb of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. That's Etobicoke, but it's literally spelled like Etobicoke or something like
Yeah,
that. But
yeah.
yeah, we're just used to.
So when we watched
Hearing
this
it
documentary, we
locally.
were like, okay, that sounds weird.
Yeah.
So it probably is something similar to that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Ryan, thank you for the knowledge. We love it.
So you're correct. You can say it both ways and
Oh, yeah.
and interchange them as you like.
As long as I'm frustrating people,
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah. Just trying to.
Toronto versus Toronto. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Toronto versus Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just say it Toronto. Townsfolk spoke in a very backwater hick accent. So yeah, very much a New Orleans versus Nolans.
That is so cool. Huh. That'd be an interesting book to listen to.
Bob
actually.
says locals always pronounce their hometown different from strangers.
For sure.
So you can tell when a stranger's in the midst. When there's a spy around, you know.
You're not really from here, are you now?
Are you wearing a wire? Get 'em, boys. All right.
All right. Are we good? I think we're good, right?
I think so. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. You're a lead investigator. Who should go first?
I don't know.
I mean, it's just a crapshoot. We're just gonna.
We're just looking for the
Looking
hidden
for-
chamber.
yeah.
So when we go to a location, I assuming it'll tell us how we draw the locations, right? It didn't say automatically. Do we see them or forget
I
what
believe
it's-
it flipped them up.
say that?
I
forget.
don't know.
Take the previously set aside hidden chamber and key along with 3 encounter cards, shuffle them and randomly deal 1 card face down underneath the location. Yeah, I don't think it said anything about how they're gonna flip up.
But maybe it'll say it. Like maybe we go to the first one, and maybe the text on the
That's
back
what I
says
think. That's what I
flip
think.
a location.
I just
or
want to make
something.
sure there was no like
Yeah.
go there. You need to like do things that already told us, because then it might make a difference who goes there and does things.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, if you want to go first, go ahead. If you want me, I don't care really. At this point, I would just kind of prep a little bit before I move. Maybe I'll do it in case there's an enemy. But then
Yeah.
again, there could be a treachery, whatever. Okay. Like, do I have brain power? Yeah, it might be
Do I have
okay.
brain power?
No, I only have 4. I have no other brain power cards to help me going into a location. Because remember, some of these have treacheries possibly under them, right? From
Yeah,
the encounter
yeah,
deck.
that's very true.
And that's usually like tests of willpower, which, will cause horror. And but either way.
And it was 3 and 2. 3 encounters, 2
yeah,
of something else.
2 story cards or whatever. The chamber. We're looking for the chamber.
And the key.
Yeah, the key for it. Yeah, it says you
So
need to enter the hidden chamber.
So we need to find the key first.
All right, so in this case.
Yeah, you go first.
But then again, you could go first.
So if I go
and based
first,
on enemies, I could either prep a fire axe, for example, and then come to you and try to help you fight an enemy, or I could just go a different direction.
Yeah, I think if I went first, I would play my Necronomicon.
Or we could just do a setup here and not move anywhere.
I can move, I think. So this will do play for 2. Then I can do the action to get the 2 resources back. That's action 2. Then action 3, play Leo, and then I could move.
Okay.
So I could do that.
And then if you find an enemy, I'll come to you, and if you don't, then I'll just go somewhere else. So
Okay.
I guess that works, yeah.
Okay, so let's do that. So let's play 4-2, then Necronomicon for 2. Then I will do its action to gain back 2 resources.
Okay.
Okay. Then I will play Luca for 5.
Leo de Luca.
I know, but now I want
know,
to say
I'm just
Luca.
How dare you say something?
And for me, they just go with it. For you, they tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, they're totally fine. They go along with it. But if I say something wrong, it's like, Rob,
just
it's
to make
pronounced
space.
the following way.
Just to make space, I'm going to do that. We'll just cover up the charisma art. That's fine. Okay, so then Luca gives me 1 more action that I can take. So I will move. Where do we want to go? Let's take our chances and go to the schoolhouse. Let's go up here to the schoolhouse.
So the schoolhouse says, with its crumbling rooftop and rat-infested walls, this is hardly even a house, let alone a schoolhouse.
Okay.
That art.
Oh gosh.
All right, so it's 4 shroud. 1 clue is going to go on it. You cannot discover clues here except by investigating. And then it has a fast or free action or whatever. If there are no clues here, draw the encounter card underneath schoolhouse. Group limit once per game. So,
so
these are going to shift, I think.
What's going to shift? Sorry.
The cards underneath, because why would you try to do this more than once? So it's saying draw the encounter card underneath. There's only 1. So obviously you're going to put more under them or move them around.
But that's also just how you get it.
Okay, go. You're good.
Okay, I don't know what you're saying.
Well, just read the card. It says group limit once per game.
Yeah.
Why would it need a group limit if there's literally only 1 encounter card under it and 1 clue that you could search? Because we know there's clues that can come on other ways, and why would you ever need to grab another encounter card from it? Because you would possibly, we might need to draw from here and put more underneath to make this harder as we move on, or they might shift around somehow.
I see.
And then we can't get them while they're under there, which is crazy. That's what I think. Oh, there's something else.
No, that might be true.
But I'm just assuming, I'm assuming, let's be prepared for that. So you want to be quick, right? Because we might not be able to get what's under there and I'm assuming it's later on here, maybe. That's going to stop us and make it more difficult to race.
Does that change your mind on going there? To try to reveal something else?
Yeah, I got to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You don't even have enough actions to reveal anyway, so I don't want to go here and then find out it's a monster. Like, together we could do good on tests, though, being at the same location.
But then we take longer to find the key and
agreed. So, my turn.
Yep.
Let's just get Fire Axe into play, I guess, for 1. Guess I'll throw Flashlight into play for 2. Oops, I need 3 supplies. Then I'll just move, I guess. I'm gonna go this direction though.
You can't go that way.
Oh yeah, it's one way, sorry. I'll go down this way. The Bishop's Brook. And the Bishop's Brook on the other side, actually. No, it's just a quote. I don't care. Each enemy at the Bishop's Brook deals +1 horror while it's attacking. Well, that's fun. So 3 shroud, 2 clues. Then it says free action. If there are no clues here, draw the encounter card underneath Bishop's Brook. Group limit once per game.
Hey, interesting.
And that's my turn. No enemies in play. Reset. Draw a card. Ooh, I got Dark Horse.
Yes.
Yeehaw! Look at, we even got the Hillbilly right on there. And then we will gain a resource.
Quick thinking. And I will gain 2 resources. Yes.
Okay. Then we get
I
a
would like.
check our hand and throw a Doom here. Lead. I'll draw my first card.
Whoa.
Oh, we get the Whippoorwills right off the bat here. Fun, fun, fun. 1 health, 2 fight, 4 agility, aloof. So they will not engage unless we engage them, right? That's what the hunter aloof little combo is. They chase us around, but they don't engage us automatically, so we got to waste an action to engage them, or just we could just fight them at our location, right?
Yeah.
We don't need to engage them.
No, you don't need to.
Each
But they're just
investigator,
annoying.
each investigator at Whippoorwill's location gets minus on all your stats.
Annoying.
It does a 1 for. This will just go at my spot, right?
Yep. Thanks, Edgar. Sorry, I fixed it. I pulled the wrong tokens. But I fixed it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then for me, a servant of many mouths. Spawn at any empty location. Retaliate. After you defeat servant of many mouths, discover 1 clue at your location.
Put them there because I'll go that direction, I think.
Good.
After.
Sounds good. Okay.
And then I have a way of possibly getting a clue off there. That's good. Need to spend an action to engage. So you can only fight people at your location if someone is engaged with them. Because I know you can fight them if like Mel's engaged and I'm at the same location. I could fight. I didn't realize they had to be engaged to fight.
Yeah, I thought you could just fight them there.
Yeah.
But I guess that makes sense because.
What about the big guys that aren't? Oh, they're engaged with all of us.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. The ones that are engaged with both.
Yeah, that's good. Let's figure this out. I just want to make sure that would break it.
The tester does say while you're looking that up, beat cop can shoot them without engaging, I believe.
Oh, okay, okay. So fight is an action an investigator may take during his or her turn. So again, I haven't read rules in a bit, obviously, but fight is an action an investigator may take during his or her turn in the investigation phase. To fight an enemy at his or her location, an investigator resolves an attack against that enemy by making a combat test against the enemy's fight value.
Oh, we want to look up aloof specifically.
Oh, okay.
Says
It's
thank
special
you.
to
Yes,
the aloof.
I remember that we read
But in
this.
general, we could fight an enemy that's just like exhausted at the location, right?
Yes, and I think it was
Right?
aloof that was.
Yeah, aloof's
What-
messy, I remember. There it is. So the aloof is a keyword ability. An enemy with the aloof keyword does not automatically engage investigator's location. When an aloof enemy spawns, it spawns on engage. An investigator may use the engage action or a card ability to engage an aloof enemy. And an investigator cannot attack an aloof enemy while the enemy is not engaged with the investigator.
Okay, so just the aloof that's doing that.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
So you broke my brain there. I was like, how are we ever supposed to fight something that you evaded and then I move in? I have to like, waste an action? Like, we can fight evaded things, right?
Yeah. So, yeah. It's
Yeah.
just the aloof
So
specific.
the
Okay,
aloof
thank you.
keyword is the key. So it's nothing to do with the whippoorwills. It's just the aloof keyword does that.
Yeah.
Okay, we got it.
Okay.
Got it.
But that's not terrible. Spend an action to. Then you'll get the benefit.
Oh, it's terrible.
Is it terrible?
Oh, it's terrible. I hate spending actions on crap like that.
I know. But then you
Such a waste.
Yeah.
We're trying to race, and this guy's here trolling me.
But those whippoorwills are so annoying.
Yep.
Okay.
I drew my card, you drew your card.
Yeah,
and
it's
we're
back
good
to
go.
us. So I don't know if you want to deal with some things first. Or if not, I guess they
sure.
could try to. Yeah, you go first.
Okay. So I guess I'll engage this guy. Whippoorwill. Well, I don't have a way to get clues, I don't think, off of. Oh, sucks. But I don't want him reducing my values, so I'll engage him. Then I'll fight. I only need 1 damage, but fight value is 4. It's only a 2. Get no pluses off cards. So guess I'll spend 1 because I don't want to waste more actions. So I'll spend 1 resource on the fire axe. So I'll fight with the fire axe. Just get a +2 fight for it against this guy. So I have 6 against 2. I mean, it's probably didn't need to do that. I probably didn't. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Oh no, but I do have minus from him. I do have minus from him.
Oh, yeah.
That's
so it's
why.
5?
Yes. So it's only 5.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why.
Oh, and gain a resource.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
he engaged?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Thank you. Oh, so now I don't have. Oh, I don't need the plus extra damage anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it's only 1.
It's just
Yeah,
spending.
yeah.
I'll just spend 1. Yes, thank you. To get +2, so I have 5. Let's have his -1. And I get a +1.
Good start.
So boom. Okay, buddy. Okay, so he's gone. So that's 2 actions. Third action. My investigate right now is 2. If I use this, I minus this down to 1. 2 against 1. Yeah, sure. I'll do an investigate action. And 1. Use off my flashlight. I will play a prepare for the worst to add another intellect at 3. So this is -2 because of the flashlight. And do that. Go here. -1.
Got
So
it.
we're good, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Take a clue. And I'm done my turn.
Hey. So the shroud value on that one is 4. I want to get cat burglar into play really bad because in case it's an enemy, this one, the cat burglar, I can exhaust for an action and disengage from an engaged enemy with you and move to a connected location,
That
which
helps you
will
with
help.
evading.
So I think I'm going to try, and I'm going to use my first action to use the Necronomicon to gain 2 resources. Okay, action 2, I will play the cat burglar for 4. I'm allowed to hold 2 allies since I have the charisma, so that is 2 actions. Okay, so now I would have for an investigate, which I can only investigate to gain that clue, 3, 4, 4 on 4, 5 on 4. It's a free action to draw the. Okay, let's use for action 3. Let's use this again. Gain 2 more resources. And then action 4, I will investigate. I have 3, 4. I'll spend 2 resources to give myself +3, so I have 7.
Oh, streetwise,
7 on
right?
4, yeah, off streetwise, yeah. Yes, Brian, I drew it right off the hop. I'm excited. Oh.
Skull is -1 for each location and play with no encounter card underneath it.
So it's just
still
-1. Okay, so that's fine. I got it. And then as a free action, so I won't be able to use cat burglar in this case if it's an enemy, but
The hidden chamber, prison of the beast. So it's 3 shrouds, 0 clues. Dunwich traded. Revelation. Put the hidden chamber into play. The hidden chamber and the location from which it was drawn are connected to one another. The door to the hidden chamber is locked. You cannot enter the hidden chamber unless the key to the chamber is attached to the hidden chamber. Victory 2, you say? Yum, 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 yum.
Oh,
Yep.
that is connected to that. I guess it's both ways.
That's fine.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
just do it
fine.
that way.
Okay, and that was it for me. That's good that was not an enemy. Okay. That's both of us. The past one.
So this guy is not hunting or anything, so he just chills.
Reset.
No. Set, draw a card. We get a guard dog.
Perception. Oh, that's good.
Right. Gain a
Gain
resource.
2 resources.
Okay, check your hand size and throw a
Yeah.
doom on here. I'll
1, 2,
draw
3, 4.
as lead investigator first. Psycho Pomp Song. It was a peril, only I'm going to deal with it. Revelation, add Psycho Pomp Song to any investigator's area. Forest, when you would take 1 or more damage, take 2 damage and discard Psycho Pomp Song. And it's a surge. Okay, I'll just put it in my threat area and we'll surge. Look at these hillbillies. So it's sorted and silent. Terror. Revelation. Attach sorted and silent to your location. Forest. At the end of the round, each investigator at attached location takes 1 horror. Forest. When the agenda advances, discard sorted and silent. So we're attaching it to here. End of each round, the investigator at this location takes a horror. So I need to get the heck out of
You
there.
could. I mean, we could take our chances that that's not the key, and this will go away after it advances.
I'll just get the clue, hopefully get that. And if
then
I
run?
fail, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, see ya.
Yeah. Oh gosh, what is this? Kidnapped. Revelation. Test willpower of 4 or agility of 4. If you fail, add an ally asset you control to the pool of potential sacrifices. Then attach kidnapped to the current agenda. If you have no ally assets, take 2 damage and discard kidnapped instead. Oh,
Can I do
no,
this?
yeah. They're going to maybe kidnap one of my guys.
So what are you testing? Willpower or agility for 4?
I am
What
testing
can you get the most of? Agility.
agility.
Looks like.
I'm testing agility.
Yep.
Okay. And this is free, so I can do this anytime. I can spend 2 resources to get +3 for an agility test. So that's 3, 6. Oh, I cannot fail this. I cannot fail this. 6, 7.
Yeah, as long as you pass, this just goes away.
7. 7 on 4.
Sure.
Oh, I get +1. 8 on 4. 8 on 4. 8 on 4. Okay, that feels better.
Multimedia Learning says, have you seen the upgraded flashlight on the FFG site? It's available for download. No.
No.
We have not. And yeah. I wanna get some of those cards. I know they made some print and play stuff for this game, but I wanna like get it really printed and played. I don't wanna just like I don't wanna do color printing and then sliding it in and in the sleeves and all that weird stuff that we did for playtesting before.
All right, so I'm going 8 on 4. I think I can only fail with the auto fail. Oh, yeah, this is just 0, so I win. Ooh, that is scary.
Yep.
That is so scary. I don't like that.
Probably more in there.
Oh, and then this. So if the skill test is successful by 2 or more, after it resolves, you may immediately take an action as if it was your turn. This action does not count towards the number of actions you can take this turn.
Sweet.
Each turn. So I can move. I will move here, I think. Yep. On this side. And then, we can flip it now, right? Yeah.
I would assume so. So you went to the general store, which is 3 shroud. We're going to put 2 clues on there, 1 per investigator. Spend 1 resource as an action to search the top 3 cards of your deck for an item. And add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. Then it says free action if there's no clues. Draw the encounter card underneath here. Group limit once per game. Same thing.
Okay. Well, that was intense.
All right.
That was that.
So our turns. What do you want to do? Goes first. What do you think?
You go first and try this.
All right. Let's see what happens. So on my turn, I am going to play Dark Horse, try this test, free action, get the card, hopefully, if it all works out, and then run away. Then if I go here, I engage with this guy, and I don't have a way to fight him.
Worst case, you could come here.
Or I just leave this one for you on your way through.
Yeah.
Because it's higher shroud,
Yeah.
which is harder for me. And I just go to this guy, engage him, and fight him, kill him, hopefully, and get a clue off there, and kind of play to my strength and eventually get to this one. So it just helps us see more stuff.
Yep.
But the key could be sitting under here, and I'm wasting my time going here when it's like, that could be the key.
But we'll never know, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Or I could stay here, work on this thing, but I don't want to end here, so I gotta have a move anyway. So
This one is actually good because this will give you a free clue if once you defeat him.
all right, so let me think here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I might play a move and then fight him. Right? That
Yep.
would be 3.
Yep.
I don't have enough money to do that. So I'm gonna get the money off him, right? Yeah, so I'll just move to this guy. And he will engage me. When he engages me, I gain a resource. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I will take this card, flip it over. The Burned Ruins. So each enemy in the Burned Ruins gets +1 evade. They're harder to evade. 3 clues are going to go on here, and 3 shroud. If there are no clues here, draw the encounter card underneath Burned Ruins. Group limit once per game. That one's tough, but if I fight this guy, that'll help me get one. I don't have a card that helps me pull them off for fighting, but that'd be nice. Okay, and then my last... Oh no, I did only 1 move. Now this guy, I will fight him. He's 3 to fight him. Start with 4.
He does retaliate, right? So if you miss, he hits you back.
Yep. And he'll hit me back for an additional damage. I take 2. So when I take 1 or more damage, which he deals 2, I would take 2 additional and get rid of this card.
Okay.
So at some point that's going to hit me. That sucks. I'm already at, I have 8 left. So if I take 4 from this encounter, that'd be very bad.
Yeah.
So I got to make sure like I overkill it is what I'm thinking. So I'm going to... Yes, I'll just end it all on the fire axe. I don't know, but I want to get Dark Horse into play. And I can't... Maybe I should have played Dark Horse first before moving in. I don't know, but anyways. No, let's just spend it all. Who cares? Just get her done. All right. So that is plus... It's 3 times per attack. So it's +6. So I'm at 10. 10 on 3.
Okay, that sounds good.
I don't know.
And this does 2 damage?
Yeah, it'll do 2 damage because I have no resources, which is why I really want to do it.
Oh, yeah.
So I do kill him in 1 shot also. -1.
Overkill.
That's whatever.
No, I know.
I don't want to attack him twice.
For sure. And
So-
especially with the retaliate.
Yeah, so it says after you defeat this guy, discover a clue at your location.
It's like a 2-in-1, so that's good.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Like, let's get it done. Okay. Yeah, that just sticks with me.
Yeah, that's just annoying.
Yeah, it's very annoying. Okay, so I kill this guy. Might as well.
Oh, it did say at any location. I mean,
Oh.
yeah, that's
Oh, okay.
I mean, in this case, it's fine,
Yeah, true.
but
Any location.
yes, any.
I
That's
just assume
huge.
this one's
But that's fine.
the tougher one,
That
right?
did have 3 on
But I
it,
could
so.
take it off this and then it's just available. But
Oh, yes, Ryan. Yes, we could get this clue, and then we don't have to worry about.
yeah, that's what I thought was doing this. But then it's like that. I guess it's just as difficult.
But this one, we have this whole revelation thing there.
Yeah,
We don't want
sure. It makes it easy to just run
to just
through.
throw it there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So with my last action,
Because then, as one of us run through, it's easier just to flip it.
I'm just gonna gain a resource, I guess. So maybe you find the hidden key in one of these 2, quick and dirty. So I'll just take a resource and end my turn.
Okay. All right. I will investigate. I have 3, 4. I'll put in a perception for 6 total, 6 on 3. If I succeed, I can draw a card. Ooh. -3 if you fail, 6 on 3. So 3 on 3 is tie. I win.
Nice.
That's good. So I get to draw a card.
Otherwise, you would have put a doom on the agenda.
Yeah. Oh, I got an art student. Oh, okay. I'll just use it for the investigate icon.
Yes.
I know.
Or you could replace a cat burglar or something if you're.
I do have. No,
Well, you need to just throw damage and horror on this guy.
I know,
and
I
then
know.
get rid of him or the other guy. No, not the other guy.
Well, I do have another. I have another Leo.
Fire
So.
Shroud?
Well, they're all 3 the same.
Yeah, they're all 3, 3, and 3.
But this one is the one that has the encounter on it. So I think that's the best case because now we can just run through. We don't have to worry about the action
Yeah.
and
true.
ending there.
Yep, you can move in, free action, and move out.
Yeah,
You just need
exactly.
2 to go through.
Exactly. And hope this is not
So
an
what's
enemy.
happening on your
That was action 1. Action 2, I will investigate again.
Mhm.
Spend 1
Find that
resource.
key.
Search the top 3 cards of your deck for an item. I don't think I need an item, but okay. We have 3, 4,
1, 3 so far.
4. I could make it 6 again if I just put those guys in as symbols.
Could be the key. Maybe it's not.
Could be the key.
Who knows?
Okay, let's go again. 6 on 3. -2. I got it. Okay.
Boom. Free action. You want to draw?
Yep.
It's a treachery. It's not the key. And it's eager for death. Omen. Revelation. Test willpower for 2. Increase the skill test difficulty by 1. For each damage on you. If you fail, take 2 horror.
Okay. I have
You
no
have no- yeah.
damage, so it's just a
Just a
willpower of 2.
But you have 3 to start.
And I have nothing that can increase that, so it's a 3 on 2. I want 2 horror, but I guess I could.
Could get the cap.
-1. I got it.
All right, sweet.
Wow.
That's gone.
I know, but I just got rid of the art student, so that would have sucked.
Oh, yeah, true.
All right. I have one more action. I don't want to move because I investigate. Oh, that was free to flip.
Yeah.
Okay, so I still have 2
So
actions.
you could
So
move
I
in,
could move
draw,
in.
and move in with me.
And-
Unless you find the key, then move back towards the...
Okay, so let's move here, and then let's free action to flip. Please don't be mad.
The key!
Yes.
That was a good call to pull the clue off that one.
Yes.
Revelation, take control of key to the chamber. If the hidden... free action. If the hidden chamber is connected to your location, attach key to the chamber to the hidden chamber.
Okay.
So you just need to get up to here at the schoolhouse, and then you
So
can
I will
attach.
hold on to the key, and I have one more action, which I will just move here. Okay, that is me done.
And then you resign? Oh, you don't have
No,
an action too?
I'm not
Okay.
resigning.
Oh,
No,
okay,
no.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like there's more, but this is not gonna be that easy.
No, well, this already talked about the freaking description on this thing, like prison of the beast.
Oh yeah, we're gonna unlock.
So yeah,
Yeah, so don't worry about those, I guess, right now.
obviously I'm out. So we're done.
Yep.
Enemies, nothing. Reset.
Where am I at? Oh.
Draw a card. I got a beat cop. So preferably, I'd like to have a beat cop in play and a dark horse in play if I could before I go into the
Before an enemy.
layer of the beast there or whatever.
All right, I got my switchblade so I can attack that enemy.
Got the key. I'm out.
Yeah, I know, right? Resources, I get 2.
Take 1.
Okay, hand limit, I only have 2 cards, so
I have
I'm good.
5.
Adding a doom for 3.
I'll draw a treachery. I drew Unhallowed Country, Terror, Revelation, put Unhallowed Country into play in your threat area. You cannot play ally assets. Treat the printed text box of each ally asset you control as if it were blank. Well, thanks, jerkface. Forest, at the end of your turn, test willpower 3. If you succeed, discard it.
Oh, man.
So
I guess you
I
could
don't
ju-
have any in play right now. So the beat cop I just drew is like, oh, okay, well.
But I guess you could focus on the dark horse
Yeah.
first. But that would have sucked if I drew that, because I have 2.
Yeah, I'll play the dark horse.
Oh, no. All right, so I can't play them, which is fine, but
And
I have to
they're
treat them as
blank.
blank, so I do not get my extra action this turn.
And what's blank on them? Just the text
Just
box?
the text box.
Yeah, so you can still, this is not part of the printed text box, I don't think. Usually I don't know, every FFG game maybe is different.
Yeah, you cannot treat the printed text box of each ally you control as if it were blank.
But I know that contains traits too.
Okay.
So wait, if it treats their ally trait as a blank, but then they're not allies anymore, so then it can't blank them. But then they have the ally trait, so it blanks them. But then it can't blank them because they're not an ally anymore. So it goes... Just joking.
That's funny. Oh, okay. Dang it. When you drew that, I was like, yes, I don't want that card.
Yeah, but you shuffled it last, so of course back-to-back cards is what happens every time you shuffle, I guess.
Okay. We will get rid of that because that is terrible. Woo. Well, I'll just focus on getting this key to the chamber and start there. But okay.
So, yeah. Oh. Like, I don't know which way to move, because I have to do like 2 moves to not end my turn here to get here, or I move through here and we see what's here, which is most likely going to say the whole draw card thing, but it might have an ability like this.
Yeah, maybe it has something good.
Yeah, I don't know. But then I need money.
Or just set yourself up there.
I want to spend an action to gain a resource and put Dark Horse into play.
You think an enemy's going to come out right when I unlock that door?
I don't know.
Because I could wait a turn if you want. I don't have the extra action anyway, so I could move there. It's a free action, but I still have to trigger it. It doesn't just or I just
you're just attaching this to it. Then what?
If the hidden chamber is connected to your location, attach key
to
the
hidden chamber. Oh yeah, we flip this. You have to flip this to see what happens.
But we probably want to wait till next turn, right?
I don't know. We want to advance this deck in the game in general faster than we advance this deck is the idea, right?
You're right, yeah.
I don't know if it's one of those where you don't want to. I feel like just to see what's there. But yeah, if you want to do that first, then that might change what's going on.
I can. So
yeah, let's just get some new information.
Okay, so then I can move here for 1. For free, if hidden chamber is connected, attached to the location. And then this one, do I have to go there to do this?
Yeah,
because I have to enter.
You have to enter it. Yeah.
Ooh, this could be bad. But maybe I can get out. Then I'll move for action 2.
All right, here we go.
Trigger that.
So we have what was hidden. You find your way into the hidden chamber where you believe the missing folk are being held, but the horrors that confront you there fray the edges of your sanity. Bound by chains in a secluded corner of the room is an unspeakable creature with the face of a man. It wheezes and wrestles to free itself as it notices your entrance. The many mouths covering the creature's body are covered in blood and gristles of meat, as though it were feeding recently. With a hideous croak, the creature speaks with 7 mouths. Then it lurches forward, as though to grab you, and several of its chains snap. Reveal each unrevealed location.
Oh, interesting. But did it anyways.
So this one is Congressional Church Forced. After Congressional Church is revealed, search the encounter deck for a humanoid enemy and spawn it at the village commons. Shuffle the encounter deck. So we are
humanoid.
Oh, there's another kidnapped creature. Oh. Was the encounter deck, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's one. Oh, it's these guys. The servant of many mouths. Spawn an empty location.
But we have to put it at the village commons.
Empty anyway.
Shuffle the encounter deck.
Oh, okay. Fun.
Yeah.
We could see some of this crap again back in the deck.
No, I don't want the kidnaps back.
Yep.
That's scary.
There's more. We just saw.
Well, right now, technically, they're not allies. No, I'm just kidding. They are. I think at this point, I would let them kidnap the cat burglar. But this cat burglar might come in handy with my one last action I have to get out of there if a beast or something comes out.
Brian says, I bet an enemy awaits, most likely Leatherface. Yes. Oh, you search the deck and choose what to spawn. It's not a reveal? Hold on, let me see what else. It might only be that,
search the encounter deck for a humanoid enemy and spawn it in the village commons. Shuffle. Oh, yeah.
I think it is only those. Yeah. Yeah. There's 3 total. We defeated 1 was in the deck. Yeah, so it's just those are the only humanoids in
Okay.
this scenario. We almost got through the whole thing anyway, but yeah, okay. I'm never sure when it's like reveal off the top until you find, or just pick it up and flip it over and search it. I was afraid. Either way, we shuffled it. Okay, and everything else is revealed, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it says move all clues in play, including those on each investigator, to the hidden chamber.
Oh no. All clues, including my own? You take off your self?
Including those on each investigator.
Oh my god.
To the hidden chamber. That's a lot of clues.
Oh my god.
Spawn the set aside Silas Bishop enemy in the hidden chamber.
Oh my god.
Used with evil. So it's 6 health per investigator. It's a monster, abomination, and elite. Massive. Silas Bishop cannot make attacks of opportunity.
Okay, that's good.
Does 2 damage, 2 hordes, victory 2. That's a lot of damage. That's 12. That's only 3. It's hard to evade though. But again, it doesn't retaliate or anything. Now we just need to read up on massive again because it's. I know I can't get a resource because it's like it's engaged.
He's engaged with both of us.
Let's find that quickly. So massive is a keyword ability. A ready enemy with the massive keyword is considered to be engaged with each investigator at the same location as it. An exhausted enemy with the massive keyword is not considered to be engaged with any investigators. An enemy with the massive keyword cannot be placed in an investigator's threat area. When an enemy with a massive keyword attacks during the enemy phase, it resolves its full attack against each investigator it is engaged with, 1 investigator at a time. The lead investigator chooses the order which these attacks resolve. The massive enemy does not exhaust until its final attack of the phase resolves. When an enemy with a massive keyword makes an attack of opportunity, that attack only resolves against the investigator who provoked the enemy, but this guy won't do that.
Nope.
So you can do other actions at the location, like investigating and playing assets.
Moving away.
Moving, yeah, that's
okay,
interesting.
Okay.
Then it says, a massive enemy does not move with an engaged investigator who moves away from the massive enemy's location. And if an investigator fails a combat test against a massive enemy, no damage is dealt to the engaged investigators. Okay. And Jim's saying, Rob, dig through your deck for the rocket launcher. Yes, I agree. I will do such things. Give me a minute, I'll go to the Be Right Back screen. I'll find the rocket launcher card from another game and throw it in. All right, then that's done. Okay, now it is Act 2A, Chamber of the Beast. The pitiful beast lunges to grab you with slimy arms, its many jaws snapping in hunger. Killing it would be merciful, but perhaps there is something else to discover about this creature. Objective: if Silas Bishop is defeated, R1. Objective: if there are no clues in the hidden chamber, advance. So maybe killing him is not what we want to do. But
well, killing him is victory too.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, this is a tough choice. Now,
but maybe they'll be nice if we save him.
No. Here's what we do. We set it up so you kill him with that card that would remove the clue at the location, so it's both.
Oh, and the final blow?
The final blow has to also remove a clue token. So then we get the victory.
Oh,
but then we can also say that there's no clues there.
So you're going to investigate 6,500 times here, while I also attack him 6,500 times, and we have to time it exactly.
And we have to move out as well every turn so he doesn't attack us.
Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds like we're gonna be here a while. But then the doom's ticking on this thing, so. Oh, we have this little face down deck of guys that we can sacrifice or whatever it's called. Potential sacrifices.
It hasn't said how or
Oh,
why.
I'm sure it will. Okay. Tell us why.
All right, I have one more action. because I do not have access to Leo's ability this turn. So I'm thinking about actually just moving out so I don't have to take an attack in the enemy phase. Yeah. Yep. I'm going to do that because I don't want that. Okay. And then at the end of my turn, I have to test willpower of 3. I do not have anything that can help me with this. So it's just a 3 on 3. Ooh.
So you moved out?
I moved out, yeah.
Okay.
If I succeed, I discard this card. Oh, that's just... doesn't hurt me if I fail. I just... Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. That's so good.
All right. So my turn. Think.
You can take some setup, and I'll
I
try
know,
to
I
like
feel
get
like I
a
need
few
to do
clues
that.
because I could.
Like I could just move and engage this guy and then fight him and get a clue off that location, but
Well, if you want to set up your...
I'm gonna keep spending resources over and over again. I want to get some stuff in play to
Yeah,
help me.
yeah, do that.
More long term. So what I'm going to do, I can't play assets right now, so this will help me with this test, I think, is I'll gain a resource, and then I will just spend 3, or sorry, I can play assets, but not ally assets. So I'll put this condition asset for 3 into play Dark Horse. During the upkeep phase, you may choose not to gain resources. And while you have no resources in your resource pool, I get +1 to all my stats.
Jim, I don't get an extra action, unfortunately, because of this card that I had.
It's blanked right now.
It blanked my text box.
Blank.
But now I've gotten rid of that, so that's good.
Okay.
Oh, I wouldn't have even been able to do that anyways.
Yeah. Okay. I gain a resource. I played a card. Oh. Probably just. I'll just move. Okay. Flip. End of my turn. I'll do the same test. I test for willpower of 3, 4, 5 against 3. I automatically fail.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
it just stays with me, right?
Yeah.
Right? Enemies?
Enemies?
He's not a hunter.
No.
All
Okay.
right. So flip.
Thank you.
Set. No cards exhausted.
Nope.
Ready up. Draw.
Oh, this is going to be helpful to hold in hand. Yes, yes.
So there is a errata we got on the comment on the last video. So this is after you draw a card, it's supposed to be a non-weakness card. Discard that card and exhaust Dr. Henry Armitage to gain 3 resources. So yeah.
I'm going to gain my 2 resources.
But again, I can't play allied assets right now because this crap. And I gain a resource, which I did just now, I think.
Yep, because you had none.
All right.
Okay,
Doom.
adding a Doom.
All right, so we got a spawn in an empty location, another servant of many mouths.
I mean, those are helpful to get rid of.
Yeah, but it's not on the way. You're here, this guy's here, and I'm here. So it's literally, I can't put him on the way to there, so that kind of sucks.
Put him here and then just go back.
No, I'll put him here.
Okay. Fine. Ancient Evils. Place 1 Doom token on the current agenda. This can cause it to advance, which we are now at 5.
5 out of 6.
So it will advance next turn.
Okay.
All right. Are you interested in going first? If I went, all my turn would be is I would move in, investigate 2 times, and move back.
I would just move here, fight this guy.
Yeah, you go first, because then that will
right,
potentially
so
get a clue off there too.
This guy will engage. I gain money from him engaging. He's at 3 to fight, and I'm at 4, 5 by default. 5 against.
This is only when you have no resources, though, no?
Oh, true. Yeah. So I need to spend.
Mm-hmm.
I could overkill again. Sure. do it again. So I will do the fire axe to fight. I'm going to spend 2 resources. So I get 4 from this. Now I'm +1 from this. That's 5 + 4 is 9 on 3. So why not? Killing me to blow all these resources, but hopefully I draw into something that can help, or I get Dr. Henry into play once I finally hopefully pass the test. This is a -3.
But you were
But I
9
overkill
on
so
3.
much.
So yeah, you were good.
So no fail, no doom on the agenda. So I defeat this guy, and then after you defeat a servant of many mouths, discover 1 clue at any location. I think this one. So he's dead. I have no other trickery to get me going. Okay. And now I can just move to where you are.
Yeah, can
to
I
help
help
each
you
other
with that
tests
test?
on freaking cards we flip. Possibly. Or I can just move. No, I don't want to engage this guy.
But if you move up there, you're only 1 away.
I'm
Yeah.
just going to move to where you are.
Okay.
And at the end of my turn, I'm going to test willpower of 3.
Unfortunately, can't help you. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Willpower of 3, and I'm a 5 because I have no resources. -1.
You got
We're
it.
good. We're
Yeah. So now you can play Henry next turn.
Yep.
That's good.
Good.
Okay. I will move for action 1. Action 2, I will investigate. So a shroud of 3. I will spend 2 resources to increase it to +3, so 6, 7, 7 on 3. -1, got it. Okay, I will do that one more time. I will spend 2 resources to do the same thing, so 7 on 3. Oh, -4, but I am 3 on 3. So I got it. And then I will use my last action to move back here so I don't get hit by him.
Enemies?
No.
No. Ready anything up that's exhausted. Draw. It bleeds. Gain a resource.
Gun, if we need it for the boss fight. And I gain 2 resources.
6 cards in hand. I'm
1,
good.
2, 3, 4. I'm
I'm going to
good.
place Doom on this. It's going to clear. And we'll flip. And we have First Blood. It says, whippoorwills gather along the gambrel roofs of Dunwich and begin to shriek in jubilation. The people of Dunwich believe that the presence of whippoorwills foreshadows somebody's imminent death. Do they long for your death? Or is the victim someone else? If there are 3 or more potential sacrifices, choose one of them at random and place it underneath the agenda deck without looking at it.
Okay, so there is 3. So 1 at random. We'll just do this again. Let's just put it like
Sure.
that.
And then now it's agenda 2. Old One's Hunger. So another 6 doom on this one. As the sun sets, the frightened townsfolk retreat into their homes and lock their doors. It is clear to you that many of them know more than they are letting on. A sickening feeling turns over in your stomach as the village's true nature becomes clear. These redneck mofos making moonshine and kidnapping people and sacrifice them to Mr. Many Mouths over here.
What do you think is the best way? Well, how do you want to win? Do we want to kill him?
I just want to win.
I know. Well, I didn't ask.
I'll win however we can win.
Yeah.
Because killing a 12 health enemy is possibly doable, but that's a lot of attacks. I need to have extra ways of doing damage. Like,
Need those sneak attacks.
I could do Beat Cop to sneak in some damage if I get him into play. Guard Dog's a possibility to do some damage. Machete.
I have some things that I can
Fire
put in
Axe
to
is
do
probably-
damage. I have 1 more hand slot. I could put in a gun.
But I need money to get these things in play, so.
Okay, so now you get to draw one of these.
Hey. Ancient evils, omen, revelation. Place a doom on the current agenda. That effect can cause it to advance, but it's
Okay.
not.
Oh, look at this. Another one of
Language,
these.
Robert.
Ah,
What did I say?
so servant of many mouths. Okay, so we can spawn this at an empty location. Do you want him here? He's another one of these guys.
Empty location. Yeah, that's fine. Keep them close because I can just go fight them.
Yeah.
If we want to just go the clue route, I just fight these guys, get clues. You go in and investigate. We ignore this guy, and we leave him alone.
We just don't get the 2 victory points, which
But maybe there's victory points. There's victory points from clearing this off. So it's choose.
that's what I mean. If we could time it, but I think
I
that
don't
would
know
be
if that
very...
legally works that way. I don't know. As soon
Oh.
as we deal a final blow, it like stops everything in its instant.
I see what you're saying.
Or if you can interrupt that with like free actions of gaining clues off cards and all that stuff. Don't know. But either way, we can only have one resolution. But I guess that could be emptied. We would just get this resolution.
But yeah, we would get,
I
we'd
don't
get
know.
the 4 victory points.
Oh, redneck. I said mofos. This is mofos. That's not bad.
Discard.
It's our local way of saying mother. I'm just kidding. All right. And
Discard treasury from the bottom right location. At the end of each round.
Bob, there's
oh yes, thank
Bob
you.
says redneck mofos. That is a lot of Americans you just insulted there. Newsflash, Bob. There's rednecks everywhere. Every country in the world has rednecks. Every country. Every country has terrorism, and majority of the time those terrorists are the rednecks of that country is what you'll learn. That's at least my assumption based on some of these people and what they do and how they talk. Everyone has their own rednecks. That's my belief. And I might be a redneck. But not all rednecks are terrorists. Just want to throw that out there. But yeah. That's something I learned. Somebody explained that to me. A teacher one time. Melon farmers is the more acceptable phrase. Hey, we're not slighting melon farmers, okay? Not every melon farmer is a redneck, okay? All right. I just want to read these just to see.
Those ones we discarded?
Yeah, because there was, when we opened the thing, there was something about the guy. He was on the front of one of these. This one. The pitiful beast lunges to grab you with slimy arms, its many jaws snapping in hunger. Killing it would be merciful, but perhaps there is something else to discover about this creature. Maybe the clues. We don't know if the clues lead to... Yeah, we just advance.
But yeah, we don't know what the back of it
We don't
says.
know if that's a resolution is what I was trying to find out. So we only know there's a resolution for defeating this guy. But there's also, we could flip this, and maybe there's a resolution, or maybe it's still you have to defeat the guy, but maybe you get something that helps you defeat the guy because we found out the weakness about him. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe.
But that's what I'm thinking. I think we do a little bit of both.
Ryan says, one more time, Robert, I will keep you after the stream for an hour clapping erasers. Do people still clap erasers? I have asthma. I don't want to be breathing in chalk dust, all right?
I don't think they do because all schools now use like smart
Yeah,
boards.
I know. That's an old time. I remember cleaning I remember being kept after class to clean the chalkboards.
Yeah, but remember you had to take the erasers outside, either clap them together or bang them on the wall.
I could never do that. I don't think it would have ever done that.
You probably didn't, but
I think the janitors in the evenings cleaned all that stuff because I don't remember a teacher ever going, "I'll leave you unattended while I go outside and clap erasers."
no, the teacher never did it. Students did it.
Students do that?
Yeah,
I don't think they would allow children to just go unattended outside to clap
but it was
erasers.
probably like during recess or something.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
where I come from.
Long time ago, but I definitely remember it
In
happening.
my day.
Or they would send like 3 of you out there to do it.
Okay.
I don't remember.
You obviously went to Catholic school.
I did.
And they have their values and their ways of treating things, but we did at public school we didn't do that. We didn't do that at public school. None of that. There was a cleaning crew that came in after hours, and I saw this cleaning crew often because detention was after school hours. So I would see this cleaning crew working all the time. Also playing on sports teams. I would see them after hours also.
When you
But
were
more than likely was detention.
when you weren't in detention, you
Yeah,
were
when
there
I-
for sports.
When I wasn't in the office or in a teacher's room after for detention.
And also, I don't think they made little kids do it. It was probably like when you got into like grade 6, 7, 8. Not like kindergartners were
okay.
running outside by themselves.
Okay, sure. Sure.
I do remember it, but I don't. I remember all the details.
But yes, Brian, I will behave. I'm sorry. Sorry if I offended anyone, by the way. Sorry about that. Okay.
Did we pull our encounters? Yes, I spawned this guy. Yes, I think we're good.
Yeah, and I did
did we not flip our characters though? Yeah, I think we just didn't flip our characters. So I got my resources. I feel like I even drew my card. See all that?
I don't know. Where did we stop? I don't remember.
Well, we read this. We drew our encounters. They weren't flipped, so I think we just maybe missed that
But
step.
what did I draw? I didn't draw anything that's new. We did enemies?
Um,
I don't remember where we were. Hold on, let's think.
Okay, we both went. We did.
So we just Doom hit. I don't know if we actually drew cards. Oh yeah, we did, because then we put a new one on here.
Yeah, we drew these.
We resolved
I
these.
gained resources because I had none.
I gained one.
And I think I gained.
I must have drew a card.
I think I gained this one. No, I didn't. I think I drew a gun. We showed it.
I don't know. Sure.
We definitely. I think we did. I think you got. Did you get If It Bleeds?
Maybe that's what I drew. I feel like I've had it forever, but I think I mulliganed it originally.
Yeah,
That's what
I think we're good. And I think I drew a gun again.
Okay. Based on that, we drew and got resources.
We did
We dealt with this. We drew cards.
Yep. We just, I think,
We
missed
didn't
flipping
flip those?
that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I could go first and do the same thing I just did, which could potentially get 2 more clues off it. Then you go and fight one of these guys and get another one if we're going the clue route.
I think we go the clue route based on what I got going on here.
Okay.
But I can go in and like fight this guy, but then like how many hits do I get in before I have to leave? I literally only can attack him one at a time, doing 2 damage. I have to do it like 6 times. But if I can get some other ways of doing damage, I'll stay there with like a beat cop and a guard dog or whatever.
Oh yeah, because
let
they
him
can
hit
take
me.
some damage.
Yeah, let them take damage and smack him back. And then I can speed up that process. But I think we just go the clue hunting route.
Yep.
Because both seem to lead to the same victory. I would assume this clues is another way to get a resolution. I think they've made
It will flip it, so yes, you're right. I think
Yeah.
it will give a resolution. I just don't
So
know.
I think we get the same victory points either way. I don't see victory points on anything else to get. We haven't seen any other enemies with victory points, I don't think.
No.
But we could also maybe get 2 victory points. Flip this, and it tells us you still have to fight the guy, put him at half health, because you learned something new about his weak point, and you have a chance of getting 2 more victory points.
Yeah. Okay.
But we do know if we beat this guy, before
We
we
only
clear
get the
this,
2.
We only get the 2, and we end it for sure.
For sure.
1000% we have an R1 here.
Okay.
So
Well,
I
let's
say
try
we
to get the clues.
We try to go for the clues.
So then let me go first. I'll use action 1 to move in.
Oh, and also beating him, if we don't save somebody, like I'm assuming we're trying to save these potential sacrifices.
Oh, yeah.
If we just keep fighting him and this goes through, maybe we lose some.
Oh,
But
maybe if we get the clues, we get...
Yeah, we can save somebody.
Mm.
That's the other thing.
Okay.
And maybe that's a better advantage going forward. Because then we'll have maybe another card we can play with, which maybe if we lose a few victory points, that might be fine.
Yeah, because these are our cards.
Well, 2 of them for this scenario.
No,
one's
our
Warren
card
Rice.
backs.
Yeah, I know.
So
That's
they
why I'm
go
calling
in-
them player cards.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
So let's just go the clue route. I think we're equipped for it. I have ways of getting clues from fighting, so
Yeah.
and I'll probably draw into ways of getting clues from other things. Oh, I do have flashlight too. I could come in there and start searching a little bit. Yeah.
okay. So
ahead, you do what you're
move
doing.
for 1. I'll investigate for 2. I have 3, 4. Could spend the 2 resources, or I just take my chances with the sure gamble in my hand. Yep. Let's take my chances.
You're gonna take a sure gamble?
Take a
Doesn't
gamble.
sound like you're taking chances if the gamble is sure.
Well, there is an autofill in there.
I know,
So
I know.
I don't know. So I have 4 on 3 with a sure gamble in hand. Got it. Oh, I didn't
0.
even need to use it. Okay, good. Then I will do that one more time.
Sure gamble is just you play it like after you see what you draw?
Yeah, it's fast. Play after you reveal a chaos
Oh,
token
okay.
with a
So you
negative
don't have to
modifier.
like
No.
commit it to the test of
No.
a skill card or anything. That's cool.
All right, 4 on 3 again.
That's a good card.
Dig in here. -3. I will play Sure Gamble
Yeah.
for 2
So you get
resources to get +3 and get it. Okay.
So question. Oh, I see. David.
Because if I didn't need it, then I would have the 2 resources for next time. But
Yeah, maybe.
okay, and then I'll lose my last action to move back.
Okay.
Okay, that's me done.
So I am going to. Where am I? I'm up here. So I'm just going to move here. This guy will engage with me. I'll gain a resource. I haven't seen this turn before, but this is very interesting playthrough for me so far, doing the same thing every turn, but I'm just kidding.
But it's a 2-in-1. I like it.
Yeah. So I engage with this guy, and now fighting this guy. I'll never get these resources into play. Why do I keep talking about it?
Just use them then for fighting.
Unless I just ignore this guy right now. But I kind of want to rush. I want to see if there's more things before.
Yeah,
this
because we might
finishes.
have to. We might have to continue.
Yeah. All right. So then I will spend 2 resources. So I'm attacking with Fire Axe. So this is +4 now. Now this is activated. So we're back at 9 on 3, I think. 4, 8, 9. Yep, 9 on 3. 0. Woo!
Yahoo!
Feels so efficient.
No, that's good.
And I'll take a clue off here after defeating this guy. It's gone. I moved, fought, and then my last action. I'll just gain a resource. Yeah, gain a resource. Maybe I'll play this doctor first next. He can get me money.
Mm.
Okay, done. Enemies? Nope.
Nope. Flip.
He's not doing anything at the end of turns or anything weird that we're missing, right?
No, because only if we're there.
Like he's not spending charges, going airborne, nothing
No,
like that.
and he doesn't
Okay.
make attacks of opportunity, so leaving, you're fine to leave. Or I'm fine to leave to keep
Perfect.
coming in and going, which is strange. But
Draw. Another beat cop.
oh,
4,
quick
5,
thinking. This
6,
is good.
7.
Give me another action.
So I have 7 cards. Gonna get a resource.
Wish I had that Sure Gamble still.
Doom.
2.
Draw. Test willpower of 2. And it says increase this skill's test difficulty by 1 for each damage on you. I have 1.
That's
So
a
it's a
3.
test of willpower of 3.
We're not together.
I have resources, so I don't get this bump. 3 on 3. I'll throw an if it bleeds in there. So I have a +1. So 4 on 3.
Got it.
-1. Wow. Okay.
Luckily, you
nice.
put that in.
Yeah. Not luckily, it was planned. There was no luck about it. It's all planned. All right. I win. No horror. No taking 2 horror. Get out of here.
Rotting remains. Test willpower of 3. For each
Oh,
point you
man.
fail, take 1 horror.
Dead bodies everywhere around
Okay.
here.
So I have 3. I think I could put in 1 more, but 3, 4 on 3. But that quick thinking can help me in the future. So no, we're just gonna go with 3 on 3. Yep.
As we're saying, this poor monster has chained in a cell for years with no visitors, and one day random people run in and without even saying hello.
That is
Yeah,
true.
we run in, we steal some stuff, and
then we
go
run
to
out.
leave out, and we just
Yeah.
keep doing it and tease them.
Yeah. -4, so that's a loss. Oh, I have to take 3 horror
Whoa!
for each point you fail by.
Wow.
Oh wait, what did I have? I
That's
had.
when you're supposed to
Oh,
hold.
yeah.
That's when you're supposed to hold Sure Gamble for.
It's fine.
Because no, you had money you could have spent on that other one, and then
Yeah, but it's fine.
Sure.
The Sure Gamble. What I was
that's
thinking
huge.
in my
3 horror. That's 1 card. You're gonna
Yeah,
see that
but
again. It's gonna get you
maybe.
multiple times. You're
What I
done.
was thinking is that potentially I wouldn't need to spend any resources if I got close enough that I didn't need the Sure Gamble, which I didn't on the 1.
Okay, sure.
So I don't know. Okay,
But anyways, that's fine. Hindsight 2020.
I know.
All right. Did I not put the thing?
Yeah, you did. Flipped.
Okay.
All right. You want to go?
Oh, that was you just dealing with your.
Oh yeah. That was my rotting remains.
Sorry. Okay.
No, that's okay.
Who's going first here? I'm just gonna try to play Mr. Henry. And
You go
then-
first.
Yeah, okay. Problem. So I'll play Henry Armitage for 2. I have 1 companion now. I can have up to 2. I will draw a card. My second action. Zoe's Cross. Oh man, I don't want to get. I knew it would be a card I didn't want to get rid of. But let's see. After an enemy becomes engaged with you, exhaust Zoe's Cross and spend 1 resource to deal 1 damage to the enemy. So it doesn't work against the boss. And nah, that's fine. I'll do the discard. We'll exhaust this guy. Discard this to gain 3 resources. And my final action.
You just play a beat cop now to have him in play?
I don't have enough money for it.
Oh.
So yeah, I'll just take a resource. I should have probably just kept that and drew another one, but that's fine. I'll just take a resource. End my turn. Nothing exciting there. Done.
All right. I'm going to move for action 1.
I'll
Action.
probably move to you actually instead of taking that money. That's fine.
Oh,
Yeah, let me do that actually
sure.
before you reveal anything new. I'll just move here.
Okay.
And then no extra resource.
Okay. Move there for action 1. Action 2, we're going to investigate. So I have 3, 4, but I will spend 2 resources to give myself +3 for 7. 7 on 3. I will throw in a quick thinking for, so I have 8 on 3. I succeed by 2 or more, then I get an extra action.
-1 for each location and play with no encounter card underneath it.
1, 2, 3,
4.
4,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
There's
So
only 2 with it, and we
Okay.
have 6 locations.
So I had 3, 6, 7, 8. -5 is 3. 3 on 3. Okay, so I don't get the extra action, unfortunately. But I do get a clue. Okay. So banking on that, but I think the way this is looking, I will actually move for action 3, and then I will trigger to gain 2 resources. So at the start of my
Nice,
turn, I
nice,
can
nice.
collect 2 and then get 2 more. Sorry, thank you.
All right, enemy, nothing. Ready up, exhausted cards. Draw. Dark Horse.
Oh, man.
I can do this right now, right?
So,
I'm going to exhaust Dark Horse.
yeah.
Guard this, gain 3 resources, plus the other 1 I'll gain from the turn. Right?
Yeah, because we already stood in, yeah. Yeah, okay, so I got my Rob Enforcer, which is bear only, which is me. It's gonna come here. And I gain 2 resources, which, oh, that's terrible. Terrible. Oh, I guess I could use this. Then I can't, that's annoying. Very annoying. Okay. Where are we at? Checking hand.
I have 5.
3, okay.
Doom. Draw. Strange Signs. Omen. Revelation. Test. Intellect. For 3. If you fail, add 1 clue from the token pool to your location. 2 clues instead if there are 3 or 4 investigators in the game. So testing 3 intellect. I have 2 start. But I can spend 2 to get 1 until the end of the phase. Hold on, let me see what's in my hand here.
I have anything to help you?
But a clue at this location doesn't do anything. Right? It says that
correct.
there's no clues in the hidden chamber advance.
Yeah, correct. It doesn't do anything.
So I'm not hanging out in the hidden chamber, which actually works good for this card, so there'll probably be more coming. So I'll just test with my 2. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. Oh, no. Oh, I
-3.
do fail. So it's
Added
Doom on the current agenda. Uh-oh. That was
I
bad.
just sped things up a
And
little
a
bit.
clue on the location. That's gone.
Oh my gosh. Got a
Whippoorwill.
whippoorwill. So he just goes there.
Yep. Something like this.
Okay. Did we again not flip her?
Yeah. Obviously, we did the same thing again.
Okay.
That's
Do
what
you-
messed us up.
Do you want to go first and maybe fight the whippoorwill?
Well, you're not testing there, so he'll hang out with me. He only moves for the hunter. So when you're going in here, it's not affecting you.
Oh, okay.
But if I think, right? Yeah.
Oh, I have this guy.
Yeah, he only follows for hunter. So we can just leave him, right? He
Yeah.
doesn't engage with us or anything.
Yeah, but I need one more turn because of this thing that came out.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I
fine.
could fight that guy, but
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, you just
I can
spend
just spend the
resources.
4, but I
Yeah,
just need
that's
one
right.
more turn to like bank the resources again to go back
you
in
will
there.
get hit for a horror if you do anything at this location.
So I think you go first.
Oh, and you want me to engage this guy and fight this guy? Like that's what we care about doing?
Yeah, well, I need another turn anyways, so if that's helpful.
Okay.
Because then in the next turn, we can try this. Oh, no, that's different. But we can get these, I think, next turn. Again, that's hoping that no enemies.
All right. Okay, I'll go first then and take Whippoorwills, Gauge. I get a money.
Oh, do you want to put anything in play before you do that?
I would take horror if I do such things.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That sucks, but I could just leave and fight and then try to do that after.
I mean, I guess I could take one horror, but I got to deal with this guy.
You have places to put the horror. Yeah, screw that. I am not going to engage with that guy. I'll put the money back. I will just leave. Oh, but I take the horror for leaving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, but I have things to put it on now. Yeah. See ya. So we'll go here. I'll take the horror, but I'll put it on Mr. Armitage.
And horror doesn't affect this thing, right?
Nope, that's only damage.
Okay.
Which then I will engage with this guy. That gets me a money. This. Okay. So it's best of 3. If I fight with this, doesn't give me any bonus. Need to do 2 damage. Fight him twice. 4. And then I'll retaliate. That's the problem.
Well, the other option, if you want, is before you leave here, take one horror to put whatever you want to put in play.
Oh, yeah, that's better. That's a good call. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I know, I'm trying to think of a way to like get this cards in play. I have so much money, I don't want to throw them all away.
Well, this one came with that guy, so let's take that one away for a minute.
Obviously. I'm going to rewind my turn.
Yeah.
So at this location.
So you already took the horror.
Oh, but then it's going to be 2 horror. All right. Might as well just take that guy and fight this guy, who I don't need extra. Yeah, I'll just deal with the whippoorwills. This is garbage.
But that's
He's exhausted.
Yeah,
sorry.
that.
Okay, so whippoorwills, engage. I'll take money. Then fight of 4. 5, 6. Oh, but then -1, back to 5. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm fighting this guy for 5. Skull.
Oh, that's
-5.
Yeah.
Oh no, minus max 4 is the max. Would that have changed something that happened on your turn when you did -5? You had some card that like you have to win by 2.
Yeah, I have to win by 2. So, but I still won on mine, so.
Okay, so I failed. Nothing happens there. Okay. Then I will attack again with Fire Axis. I'm going to spend 2. So it's 8 -1 from this guy. 7 on 2. I don't know. This is -3.
You're
okay,
good.
We're good. Kill this guy.
That sucks. That's your whole turn.
I know. That's
I'm sorry.
like whippoorwills, man. I just need to get this card like in play. No, it's not my whole turn. I engaged and fought. Yeah, that was my turn. Yep. Thank you. Done.
Okay, I'll just spend 4 to parlay this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
He's gone. That was action 1. Action 2, I will trigger to gain 2 resources. Action 3, I will trigger to gain 2 resources. Action 4, I don't think I need a weapon, but maybe I do need to get a weapon in play in case we do have to fight that guy. 2,
I
3.
don't know.
Again, 2. No, that's not enough. I could put a switchblade in though and
Go
still
get
have
the
enough.
clues, man, before this advances.
Well, I only have one more action, so I'm just debating, do I put a switchblade in play for 1? I'll still get 2 more clues at the start of my turn. Sure, let's put a switchblade in play in case we need it. If we do have to fight that
Doesn't
guy.
cost an action to play that. It's fast.
Oh, it doesn't cost an action. I just
Costs
okay.
money.
So then my last action then would be just to gain 2 more resources. So then I'm ready to go back and get those on my next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So enemy. No, no. Okay, flip back. Ready up. Draw. Draw a card. I think I'll just keep that.
Unexpected courage. That's good.
Resource.
And 2 resources. There's no max on resources, right?
Doom. No, I don't think so. Doom. And I drew this one again. Test. And if I fail, they don't pull that same token to throw a Doom on the agenda. But it's 3 intellect.
Well, we've already checked Doom. So it's okay.
Oh yeah.
It's the other one, the Ancient
Yeah,
Evils,
you're
that
right.
would
Okay,
make it
so
advance.
if I fail, add 1 clue to my location, which I don't care about. Yeah, so I'm not gonna put anything to it again.
Okay.
Auto fail.
Oh. Okay,
Oh,
but you don't
fuck.
care about that really, actually.
No. Clue at our location.
Okay.
Gone.
On the Wings of Darkness, Revelation, test agility of 4. If you fail, take 1 damage and 1 horror, then disengage from each non-Night Gaunt enemy engaged with you and move to a central location. Okay. So
Central is the village
I think
common.
I'm fine. I have 4. I have stuff in my hand, I think. 4. Oh, I could do this actually. 4, 5, 6.
What is it, a 4?
4. Actually,
You
what's the
don't wanna do
worst? I don't know. 2, 4. I could do it. Yeah. Actually, I can do
You
it.
would move and you'd have to waste actions to move and get things done. So
Yeah.
it's like costing you an extra action.
Yeah. 3, 4. I'll spend 2 resources to make it 7 total.
Okay, I'll put a card in to make it a +1.
Okay, so 8 on 4. Oh, what's this one? -2, so we're good.
Fail, add 1 clue from the token pool to your location.
All right, we pass.
Right?
Okay.
Who's going first?
I mean, I could go first and try to get those. And then just come back. And then there's 1. So if you did go fight this guy, it would come off. The last one. Want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. Move for 1. Investigate for 2. So we're going to do 3, 4. We'll spend 2 resources to make it again 7. 7 on 3. Ooh, that sucks. So it's not going to be over this turn. Auto fail. We'll try it again.
You just, oh, never mind. Should have had me go first.
I know.
Sorry, 1 sec. sorry about that. I started choking and Mel ran away to use the washroom, so two birds, one stone there. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryan said the autofail really choked Rob up.
Yeah, for
literally.
sure.
I was like, man, this damn tickle won't go away. Jack's saying, use a guard to redraw the token. Remember guard tokens from UPF?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. That would be good. Yeah.
Silas is getting angry at the weird jig you were dancing over.
I know, right? Okay. Well, we're going to try again with action 3. So spending 2 resources again to do 3, 4, 7. 7 on 3.
Okay.
-2. Got it. Okay. So I only got 1 that turn, but I guess that's fine. And then last action.
Yeah, Ryan, I just don't want to hack into the mic. I've done it before where like I've caught with a cough and it's like, oh no. I just have to like hack it out, and it's like the microphone being right in front of it would not be good for people's ears. So it was a quick BRB.
Okay. Done. I mean, the other option is you just go in with your flashlight.
I know.
So,
but I'm still assuming that it is not going to instantly be over, and we may be forced to fight this guy in a showdown.
Oh
so
yeah.
I'm preparing for such things.
If you go in with your flashlight, you don't have enough.
But
to
I
get
do
back
worry
out.
this agenda is about to flip, and that could like maybe stop this whole thing. It's like, oh, you didn't get all the clues. Too bad.
Time.
Take away the hidden chamber. It's no longer an option to clear off or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we could do that. But the flashlight's not guaranteed either.
No, and you're stuck there, which is also a problem if it doesn't end.
Yeah, that's true. And I still have this bird, which would mean I get hit by 2 damage and 2 more damage, then I'm at 4 left.
Unless you want to go in and start fighting him.
No.
Okay.
Not without like beat cops and stuff to take damage and deal damage back. Like I'm still not ready for this guy. How the best I want to be ready, but
or set up turn if you want.
Well, I am going to spend 4. We're gonna put a beat cop into play. Finally. Our second asset. Our second companion, companion. Let's gain 3 resources and draw a card off of emergency cash. Or no, instead I could just move in and fight that guy.
Edgar, I did think of that instead of moving out to try one more time, but I worry that it doesn't end and then we're there or I'm there and get attacked. But
I'll move in as my second action. This guy's going to engage with me. I'll gain a resource. And then I will fight this guy. Oh, I should have put machete into play instead. Plus damage, +1 attack. Oh, we're good. Let's just go overkill on this guy again.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm spending 3, so I'm getting +6. I have no resources. +7. Plus my 4 base fight. So we're at 11. Plus beat cop, we're at 12.
12 on 3.
And now I'm going to draw the red token, everybody. Yay!
We're talking about new card smell in the chat. It's like Rob's
Who
favorite
smells new game components, rule books, and printed stuff that's sealed in plastic that comes from China? I would never do such things.
If he could bottle that smell, he would.
Yep. It brings me back to those days of smelling freshly opened Nintendo Entertainment System games in the 80s and taking those boxes open, smelling the cartridge and the rule book right up to my face and loving it. Yeah. The new game smell goes back to video games for me.
-2. That one's good.
-2. I think the math is right there. We're okay. I passed. Yeah.
You passed.
All right. For sure.
100%.
All right. So I'm going to kill this guy, do the reaction off there to gain a clue from any location. And that is my turn. Done.
If we have 1 clue on there, if this changes things, I'm going to be so mad.
I know.
Because of that auto fail that just happened.
Oh, hopefully it doesn't. That will suck.
Okay.
But whatever. So
enemies.
Ready up, anything exhausted. Draw a card.
Up your character there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, reset. Ready up. Draw a card. Gain a resource. Fire axe. I will do the Henry Armitage thing. Discard the fire axe to gain 3 resources.
I gained 2. So that working a hunch can 100% get this clue.
Okay.
That's
Check her hand. We're good. Doom. Okay. Put a 6 Doom on here. Doom clears. Flip. Abandoned streets. So it says, more whippoorwills flock to Dunwich Village as the night progresses. The other townsfolk, notoriously superstitious, are terrified by the bird's presence. With the doors around you shut and locked, you find yourself alone in the streets of Dunwich. If there are 2 or more potential sacrifices, choose one of them at random, placed underneath the agenda deck without looking at it.
Okay, so there is 2. I think we're too slow here.
Well, no, I think they all get killed
If they're under
when
here?
this flips, maybe.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't know what
Okay.
to say. So now we have Feed the Beast. The rhythmic screeching of their whippoorwills fills the night. If the superstitions of Dunwich are correct, their song portends impending death. But for whom? For whom?
Yeah, for whom? Is it this one or
I
these
hope
2?
it's this guy.
Oh,
But maybe not. Maybe he's our friend.
Okay.
Uh,
Encounter card for you.
so 7 Doom on that card, and we're done.
Oh,
Speaking of, place 1 Doom on the current agenda, and it could advance it. Fun.
okay. Ooh. Oops, sorry. Oh, no. I got kidnapped again.
But you
Okay,
can test
I'm
agility.
going to
like,
test
super high.
agility. I know.
We're not at the
Testing-
same location. I cannot help you.
Testing agility. I'm going to spend 2 resources. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on 4. If I fail, add an ally I control to the pool of potential sacrifices. I mean, I guess that kind of... Oh, no.
It's
Minus
-4.
4. What did I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I fail.
Failed by 1.
I'm going to put the cat burglar in.
Okay. If you fail, add an ally asset you control to the pool of potential sacrifices. Then attach Kidnapped to the current agenda. If you have no ally assets, take 2 damage and discard Kidnapped instead. Forced. When attached agenda advances, choose a potential sacrifice at random and place it underneath the agenda deck.
Okay, so I will take my sleeve off so that it is random, obviously.
So this will attach to here.
Let me put that beside so that I remember that I have to put that back in my deck. Okay. That was that. So that, I mean, I can go and get that. Oh, I have to spend an action, but I can go get that clue for free.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'll go first. So first thing, I will spend an action to gain 2 resources because I need 2 for that. I will move for action 2. I will play for fast. I don't need to spend an action. Play only during your turn. Discover 1 clue at your location for 2.
There you go. Now it says objective. If there are no clues in the hidden chamber, advance.
I still have 2 actions, so.
Oh. It's banishing the creature. It says, despite the danger, you brave the beast's horrifying presence and investigate further before killing it. What you found confirms your worst suspicions. Several journal entries written by Seth Bishop describe the process of feeding the creature in horrifying detail. Tomatoes at first, then small game, then cattle, then finally human sacrifices. But the most disturbing part is that Seth calls the creature by name, Silas. If the Necronomicon, in brackets, Olus Wormius translation, is in play...
It sure is.
Oh, wow.
It sure is.
R2, otherwise R3.
Oh, this better be good.
Wow, so that's it. I'm prepping up all for this stuff, and we're not even going to fight the big boy.
Because it's like the Book of Secrets here we found. Oh my gosh, imagine I didn't have that.
Okay, so R3, or R2.
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 All right, resolution 2. With the creature that was once Silas lashing out at you from its chains, you have little time to react. Knowing that the Necronomicon might have a spell or incantation that could subdue Silas, you fend off the abomination long enough to find a passage that can help. With no time to spare, you recite the Latin incantation and find that the words come effortlessly to your tongue, as though recalled from an earlier memory. The creature's body begins to shrink and melt away as the incantation builds. Its cries terrifying and haunting. In the end, all that is left is the disfigured corpse of a man, Silas Bishop. You find a silver pendant emblazoned with an odd constellation tucked into his shirt. You take it with you, hoping to find a use for it. In your campaign log, record that the investigators restored Silas Bishop. The
Sorry.
investigators restored Silas Bishop. See it. In In your campaign log, under Sacrificed to Yog Sothoth,
Yep.
record the names of each unique card that is underneath the agenda deck.
We lose here.
So, Sacrifice to Yog is Earl Sawyer and Zebulon Watley. 4 guys. Here's the cards in case you need. Each of those cards are removed from all players' decks and can no longer be included in any player's decks for the remainder of the campaign. Oh, so if it got your...
If it got my cat burglar, sorry, I'm not in there.
Oh. Those are removed from the game.
Imagine I didn't have cat burglar and
Leo
I had
De
to put
Luca?
Luca and oh
that would've been
my
so
god.
amazing.
I would have probably cried on stream.
Would have been so amazing.
Oh, I might need this still.
Then it says each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display. Each investigator earns 2 bonus experience as he or she gains insight into the hidden world of the mythos. So we each get 4.
4, yeah.
Because we have only this is in our victory display. It's just the hidden chamber we cleared off.
Awesome.
Then it says proceed to interlude 2, the survivors.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay, interlude 2, the survivors. Inside the chamber that contained the terrible beast, you find the missing townsfolk and the others from Arkham. They are bound and shackled. You also find several documents that suggest the creature you found isn't the only one of its kind in Dunwich. You free the creature's victims from their bonds, and they offer you their thanks. You begin to plan your next move. Check the campaign log. For each of the following 5 characters who are not listed under Sacrifice by Yog Sothoth, read their associated passage. When you are done, proceed to Scenario 5, Undimensioned and Unseen, live next Sunday at 11 a.m. at youtube.com/Rob's Gaming Table, which will be scheduled later today. Or you can find it in the playlist link in the video description below. Man, this book is good. All right. So it also says, so we basically the creatures that are not listed. So if Dr. Henry Armitage is not listed under Sacrifice to Yog Sothoth, which he's not, because I have him right here, I kept him safe. He's good. He's
safe.
He's been loaning me money. It says, it is far worse than we had thought, Dr. Armitage says, pale and trembling. Wilbur Watley was only the beginning. There were more, many more in Dunwich, who knew of the great old ones, and who desired power and knowledge above all else. The earth be damned. I knew I should have burned that wretch's journal, but thanks to its contents, I know how we can stop them. We are the only ones who can. Now quickly, help me with this solution. The powder is the key. Yes, the powder is the only way. This guy's like snorting cocaine is what he's saying. The powder is where it's at.
No, that's terrible.
Anyways, I'm just kidding. I don't know what he's on, but sure. Okay. Then he says, in your campaign log, record that Dr. Henry Armitage survived the Dunwich Legacy. Dr. Henry Armitage survived the Dunwich Legacy. And then it says, if the Dr. Henry Armitage card is not already in an investigator's deck, any one investigator may choose and add that card to his or her deck. It does not count towards the investigator's deck size.
Survived the Dunwich Legacy.
Survived the Dunwich Legacy.
Legacy. Okay.
If the powder of Ibn Ghazi card is not already in an investigator's deck, any one investigator may choose to add this card to his or her deck. It does not count toward that investigator's deck size. That was set aside. Oh, this is the powder it's talking about. Sorry. Remember Hexy's comment. Oof, came in at the end. Yeah. You joined at the wrong time. Spoilers. Okay, so the powder of Ibn Ghazi, Seeing Things Unseen. It's an asset, costs 0. It's an item. So this powder enters play with X clues on it, where X is the number of characters who survived the Dunwich Legacy in your campaign log. It's got a free action. Move 1 clue from Powder of Ibn Ghazi to an exhausted brood of Yog-Sothoth at your location. We obviously, at some point, have to fight some broods that need clues put on them to get them to go away or kill them or something.
This will help.
And this will help that.
So someone gets this.
So someone gets this with a bunch of clues, then its free actions just start shooting clues from this onto broods of Yog-Sothoth.
Okay.
So...
Well, let's see what else we get, because maybe it'll make...
Well, no, right now we're doing it. We're not reading further. We're making choices right now with as little information as we know. And it doesn't count towards their deck size. It's just an additional card. It's free to play. Does anyone in the chat have a recommendation out of Zoe and Jenny who should take this card who are following along? I would love to hear thoughts. But again, if you already know, like, I don't know, it's tough. But based on how we're going here, like, where would you put it? I don't know. Without spoiling, like, you know, what will happen. But it does give you a way to maybe deal with enemies when I already have ways of dealing with enemies.
Yeah, I mean, it's not...
So, like, maybe Jenny's the right path just to give you something, like, it's kind of like another weapon, maybe, in those situations. But again, we don't know what's going to happen with these broods, so... Thank you, Yogi. I do appreciate it. Yogi says I refuse to give you help. That's totally fine. We're just asking for anyone who doesn't know what's coming up, anyone's watching. Hexy says I give it to Jenny. Love to say without spoilers. Okay, good. Don't say anything.
No spoilers.
Then.
Okay.
Don't say anything. But I think you should take it.
That's good.
I think you should take it just based on, like, if it's a way to deal with enemies. I already have weapons and stuff. Like, that's just the assumption I'll make.
Okay.
All right. If Professor Warren Rice is not listed under Sacrifice to Yog-Sothoth,
nope.
The Professor Rice adjusts his glasses and studies the documents and arcane manuscripts left in the chamber. I thought this nightmare was over and done with, he sighs, but we have a duty to see this through. We have to stop these creatures, or it won't just be Dunwich in trouble. The powder mixture Armitage created to see the creatures will be our saving grace. The powder mixture Armitage created to see the creatures will be our saving grace. So I think they need to have clues on them probably to even fight them or deal with them.
Something, yeah.
Interesting. And then he explains and sets off to the task of recreating the powder. In your campaign log, record that Professor Warren Rice survived the Dunwich Legacy.
Okay, same thing.
Yeah. If the Professor Warren Rice card is not already in an investigator's deck, any one investigator may choose to add that card to his or her deck. Does not count towards the investigator's deck size.
Where is he? Oh, he's here.
Professor Warren Rice, 3 cost, Professor of Languages here, is an asset, has an intellect, symbol, and a wild. He's an ally, takes up a companion slot. You get +1 for investigating. And after you discover the last remaining clue in your location, you can exhaust him to draw a card. He's another ally. I mean, you have a way to put multiple allies. I have a way to put multiple allies. But you already have, like, this would be just another way if you don't see...
Yeah, to get the extra plus happening.
Yeah, I think you're an invest clue person. You just take that. Unless you think I should have it for any reason. It does have a nice 2 damage, 3 horror to eat up.
Yeah, I mean,
but again, I have beat cops, I have guard dogs, I have Mr. Armitage. Who else do I got?
I mean, this is helpful for me because as I do discover the clues, I will be able to draw cards as well.
Oh, I also have Francis Morgan already too. So like I got companions already. It's not like I'll have trouble finding them. Just
okay.
Playing them
I'll
is
take
expensive.
it if that's okay.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
Then it says if Powder of Ibn Ghazi card is not already in investigator's deck, any one investigator may choose to add it to his or her deck. It does not count towards that investigator's deck size.
Got it.
If Dr. Francis Morgan is not listed under Sacrifice to Yog-Sothoth,
he's not.
He's not, or she. Yeah, he's not because he's in my deck. Thank you for everything you've done, Dr. Morgan says. Taking count of your provisions and ammunition. Last time, we needed some of that strange powder Armitage concocted to even see the beasts that terrorized Dunwich. If there is more of those things out there, we're going to need that powder. I think I remember how he made it. In your campaign log, record that Dr. Francis Morgan survived the Dunwich Legacy. If Dr. Francis Morgan card is not already an investigator's deck, any one investigator may choose to add that card to his or her deck. It does not count toward the investigator's deck size. And the same thing if the powder, yada, yada, yada. If Zebulon Watley is not listed under sacrifice to Yog Sothoth.
He is
Oh,
sacrificed.
he is. So I skipped that section. If Earl Sawyer is not listed under Yog Sothoth.
He is listed.
Okay. And that's that. That's interesting. That's
So
cool.
then-
That's cool replayability though. So if we like lost Warren Rice, but then one of those other guys wasn't under there,
Yeah.
we would have a different character to choose from. I like
So-
that stuff.
This will also start with three clue tokens on it, because we have X is the number of characters who survive. So 3. Armitage,
cool.
Rice, and Francis Morgan.
So if we were just a little faster before it advanced,
we would have saved one more.
we would have had one more
One of these
X
two dudes.
towards
Yep.
and another dude in our deck.
Yep.
That's neat. I think it's really neat. I like the variability there on a playthrough. Like those little things when you play through a campaign, like having an additional card now, a different card in your deck for the next few scenarios, like totally change it up. I like that. On top of the spending experience and upgrading. I think I like that a lot. That's really cool.
So I assume that I get that card back that
yeah.
is up here.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
put sleeves on these guys and then put this guy back in. Okay.
So,
Okay, so we'll make these
so
up
how much experience we have each?
4 each.
4 each. So after this stream, I'm going to put a pinned comment down below on this episode, this video, once the comment's open. That'll show our experience. And again, if you want to get involved to help us decide how to spend our experience, we'll go with whichever one gets the most votes. So we're using the comment section on this YouTube video. Go down there, leave any suggestions you want. You can leave multiple. Just leave each suggestion as a different comment and separate comments for each investigator. So if you literally only care about upgrading Zoe's deck, for example, and you have 2 different paths you'd like to see taken, drop 2 different comments down below and suggest those. If you have 1 for Jenny, 1 for Zoe, go ahead. If you have 3 suggestions for Jenny, 2 for Zoe, go ahead. Leave them down below. But if somebody has already suggested one you like, look through the comments and hit a like button on anything you want to vote for. And if you don't see one you want to vote for, hit the like button on any, or leave a comment of your own suggestion then that you'd rather. And feel free to like, if you leave multiple, like whichever one you like best out of your multiple suggestions.
Yeah.
And you have a full week, an hour before the next stream on Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern next week. We'll go in, check the comments. If there's clear winners, we'll adjust our decks and we'll talk about it in the next stream. If there's some close ties, we'll just do some polls at the beginning of the next episode and change our decks on the episode. But yeah, thank you everyone who's leaving comments and suggestions down below. For those that don't know, again, I'll go over it again here. But we also, you can go on ArkhamDB and you can clone our decks. They are linked in the video description of this episode. They're down there right now. You can go click on those links in the video description. They will open on ArkhamDB here. You will have a clone button. You can clone it into your database of decks. And then from there, you can click the upgrade button. You can enter that we got 4 experience, and it will actually present to you all the options. But keep in mind, if you want to have the exact same options we're building from, which was some confusion last week, we are only building on purpose. We have more cards, but we're only building from 2 core sets and the whole Dunwich Legacy, 1 copy of everything. 1 copy of each product. So please, only suggest upgrade paths from this pool. We will change it for the next cycles and probably add in Return to and some investigators and things. But for now, just pull from this collection. So you can actually click your account button on the top, go to My Collection, and you can like temporarily edit it and then upgrade the deck, and you'll see the options on the ArkhamDB.com website. So you can do it that way. So if I go back to decks, for example, you'll see the deck in there. If I go to Zoe, click upgrade, I got 4 experience for Zoe, and I click upgrade. And this is what I'll do next week. I'll delete this upgrade right now and not save it, but you can literally go through here and you'll see level 1 to 5, neutrals and guardians. If you want to see more options, I don't think you can actually upgrade beyond, what's Zoe's? Zoe's limit is, level 0 cards from other classes.
Oh, because you're in 1 to 5.
Yeah, I know. So
yeah.
literally, this is just the options that are from neutral and guardian from level 1 to 5. But if you want to switch out a level 0 card, just turn on level 0 and go through, add in, like you want to put a mystic card in and take out a seeker card or whatever. go ahead, look through all these cards. You can hover over them, read about them, whatever. But it's a really cool resource for those that don't know about this and aren't into the game or maybe just finding this now. But this is a nice resource, arkhamdb.com, that can help you out. Links down in the video description to the decks that'll bring you to this website. But you can look up any card. So if you're looking at someone's comment on the video later, you can always just go to ArkhamDB, hit the spyglass button up here that you can barely see on the screen, and you can search for a card. So if somebody's recommending, for example, that we should put a bulletproof vest in the deck, you could just go here and search bulletproof vest. You know, and bring it up, and boom, it'll show you the options, and you can read about the card. And then you can go down here and go, oh, there's some reviews or some FAQ entries or some weird ways it works or how people like it and their experience with it and whatever. But yeah, if you're curious and you don't know, if you're looking in the YouTube comments and you're like, I don't understand, Tezra is recommending these cards I don't know, you don't need to know the whole card pool. If you're just watching along, you don't have Arkham Horror, you're just having fun watching the playthrough of this, which I know some of you are, yeah, feel free to look up the cards. Still get involved, still vote on suggestions, just whatever looks more fun. Like if you just read, like look at this card and kind of figure out what it does, vote on this. If you think this card's junk, don't vote on that one. But yeah, feel free to get involved, even if you don't know the card pool, you're not a hardcore Arkham Horror player. If you're just watching and having a good time, get involved. You can make suggestions, you can vote on others, but we do appreciate everyone taking the time to do that.
So there is a few things. First, let's talk about Jim's question. So Jim is saying, are these cards worth diluting the chances of drawing much needed Leo? I mean, I don't know.
He's not much needed. I argue no card is much needed.
True. He's much loved, but not much needed. Like, I love having him, but if I didn't have him, I mean...
Like, there are other cards, even in our decks, that if she didn't see Leo, she has other companions to put in play if she wants. If not, she has other cards she could play for investigating.
Yeah.
Same with my deck. So if I don't see Dark Horse, which I haven't some playthrough or some sessions, it didn't end anything for me. If I need to see like a machete or a fire axe or a pistol or something usually, but not one of those cards by themselves is like a must-have, or I fail. If I lose it, I'm done. I feel like there's always some other alternative to help you out.
Yeah. So I mean, I understand what you're saying, but the deck's not too big, and having two Leos, I mean, and mulliganing and all that stuff. So we'll see. Then there was also a question, so first Tezra was saying, this is just making me want to upgrade and buy more charismas with having obviously more characters. But Bob is saying, I can't remember, are there only 2 copies of charisma available in card supply of 2x core sets for the Dunwich cycle?
Actually, we could find out right here probably. I think with the way my database is set up with only that collection, I would assume it's smart enough to limit it.
Because then there's some talk about proxying cards and stuff.
So it does show me an option to add another charisma, but only one more, because I'm assuming we only have 2 in the whole collection max.
Well, we have 2.
It comes in the Essex County Express, so I'm assuming it only gives you 1 of each.
But we already then have 2 in play,
Yeah,
so we don't have another one?
I don't think it has anything to do with core sets, right?
Yeah, there's not a...
We go to card page.
I wish it said.
It does. It only comes in the Essex County Express, which in all the expansions they give you 2 of everything.
So we have 4 copies.
No, we only have 1 copy of each product.
Oh, we only have 1 copy of that. Okay, so it's not even in a core set.
No, it's just in according to this, right? This is the exact card we're using. 3 cost, yeah. There's no charisma in the base set that I know of.
Okay, so
or is there another one?
So we don't have any more copies.
Well, let's look. Let's search.
Because I have 1 in my deck and you have 1 in yours.
Is there another charisma? Oops, I missed. Or an H, sorry, H. No, it's the only card that comes up from this pack.
Okay, so we do have both used already.
Yeah, because you have 1 and I have 1.
Okay.
And we don't have a second pack of that. I'm not playing that whole, like, we do have duplicates of a couple packs because we bought some before we got the collection from a friend. So yeah, but I don't want to consider us having multiples of just this pack and this box and this thing, because that gets all complicated for people. And I want to keep it simple because I want to play like someone else would be playing.
Yeah.
Like the majority of people, I'm assuming, buy 2 core sets, 1 of everything, and play with either the solo with that amount or with like 1 other player maybe 3, maybe 4, but I bet by then they're buying more core sets and things. I just want to play this game with a typical card pool so far that 2 people would be playing with.
Yeah.
Which is the recommended amount of players to play the game as is 2 investigators. So that's why I'm just doing it like so the majority of people see how the game works, understand, and things kind of happen the same way that you would with a typical card pool.
Yeah. So we won't proxy
In
any
theory,
cards.
in theory.
Right? No proxying cards.
No proxying anything, I think. But I some of the print and play stuff, I may
Well,
I may go to like a printing service, get it printed and shipped to us or whatever, like one of those places, and get those cards. But that's down the road. I'm not going to incorporate that. I'm not changing the card pool at all during this Dunwich playthrough.
Okay, yeah, so they're saying no proxying additional copies of Charisma to be able to buy those. Okay,
absolutely
so yeah,
not.
that answers Bob's question there then.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I know proxying is like, it's kind of that gray area. Like I've proxied before for like deck testing and stuff, but I'm kind of playing on YouTube and that's technically like pirating. It's like I could have bought an additional copy of those cards, but again, like I don't believe in that personally. Like I would just proxy them, but I don't want to use proxy cards while I'm playing on YouTube showing off a game. Yeah.
But at home you do whatever you want.
But yeah, do whatever you want. It's like whatever. Yeah. Like it's a weird gray area. I don't know.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But then also like playing on Tabletop Simulator with a friend who owns the pool, but you don't. It's like technically you have enough. If as long as you're playing with stuff that somebody owns at least one set who's playing, I feel like that's fair. But yeah, it gets in that whole like iffy of like, but then it's like also I could say like, how many cards should have been in a pack for that cost, and like why didn't you give me 4 copies of everything? But then it's like now we're getting kind of weird, and yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Jerry is saying, I watch you guys play first before I do my playthrough. I'm learning the game from you guys.
Oh, that's cool,
That's
Jerry.
awesome. But isn't that spoiler for when you play?
Are you okay with? I guess he could see different things in his playthrough.
I know that
but
is
it
true.
Does spoil
but
some
it does,
of the general things.
Yeah, just some things.
Yeah, because like that ending we just saw is probably slightly different, but we probably still would have gone to the interlude and then be reading a lot of those things.
Yeah.
So, but hey, you play however you want.
Yeah.
That's cool. I do appreciate it. But yeah. I watch playthroughs to learn games too sometimes, like before I get it to the table.
Yeah.
But just spoilery stuff.
Yeah, we try to avoid spoilery stuff, but
just because of like some people like to watch us play through it. We've had lots of comments that people like this blind playthrough and our reactions, rather than just going, let's just play through this. We have the whole card pool. We know the game. We've played this scenario 60 times.
We know we don't have to go to this location. We know we don't have to do this.
Because that's supposedly boring. People think that's boring to watch.
Yeah.
According to, I personally would watch after I know how it works. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But, okay, so
less reading on the rules. Which
that's fair too.
I totally understand.
Yeah.
Totally understand.
Yeah.
That's cool, Jerry. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it.
We appreciate that.
Anything else?
And Hexy says, I need to find the Carcosa stuff before you get there, LOL. How many more? So we are on...
This was number 4 out of 8, I think.
Because it's like flying.
But I don't know if we skip... No, we can't skip it because they wouldn't make you buy a pack and then like, oh, you don't get to play this one. You have to move on to the next
true.
One. That was... Next is scenario 5.
5 of 8?
We have, of 8, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Peek.
I mean, we don't know that it might skip one, but I guess...
No, I don't think it would.
Yeah, I don't think it would either.
Because they even show you this. Remember the table?
Oh, yeah.
So we still have to go... So this is on the back of the campaign book for Dunwich, right? You get this in the box. So we just did Blood on the Altar, and then we're going to move to the Survivors. Oh, no, that doesn't make... Oh, no, that's the interlude.
Oh, yeah.
So we have one here, Undimensioned Unseen. Then we go to Where Doom Awaits. Then Lost in Time and Space. Then we read an epilogue, which I'm assuming is part of... It's not its own, like, scenario. I'm assuming
based on what happened.
Because it has a circle around it, I'm assuming it's just something you read after you're in the same episode we're in of Time and Space. We'll read the epilogue and find out what happens.
Yeah, but it's probably based on our whole campaign log.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I would guess.
Oh, yeah.
But we have no idea. So.
Oh, man. That'll be fun.
That's fun. Naptown.
Oh, we have 3 left?
Yeah. 5. Yeah, we have 3.
Why did I
1, 2,
think
3.
there was 8 total?
Yeah. 1,
So
2,
we
3.
did extracurricular activity, House Always Wins. 1,
1,
2,
3.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, we just did 5, so we're going on to 6.
Oh, that was 5.
We may have said it wrong.
Was it though? No, you know why? It's because that 1A and 1B thing.
It's like throwing you off.
Yeah, it's throwing me off. That's like... Yeah, because the next one is scenario 5, undimensioned and unseen.
Okay.
So it goes up to 7, as Yogi's saying in the chat. But because of 1A and 1B, that threw it all off. So those were 2.
Yeah. Neptune is saying, hey, just found your channel. Really like watching your playthroughs. Helps me decide on buying the game or not. Thanks for sharing, guys. Welcome.
Naptown, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Thank you for being here and
Yes,
making
welcome.
making it worth it. Spend the time doing those things.
Yeah, and I'm glad we can help you make decisions on where to place your funds.
And Orbit's gotta go. Orbit
No
says,
problem.
take care. See you next Sunday. Off to try to win Flight from Moria. Now, fingers crossed.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, best of luck.
Good luck.
Best of luck.
Bob is saying, one of you could volunteer to give up your copy of Charisma to allow the other investigators to have 2 copies. You guys made the decks, not us.
Put it as a
Yeah,
suggestion.
but can we do that though? Can you? I guess you could remove it as one of your options.
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess you'd have to suggest that, Bob.
Yep, put it down as a suggestion in the comments once the stream's over, and maybe people will vote for it.
Yeah, Jim is saying, Rob, it's too early to quit now. What are you going to stream?
What are you going to stream? What time is it? We've been
2.
playing for over 3 hours.
But it's only 2, so he's thinking.
No, we
oh, it's 2
started
for us.
earlier.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Still a 3+ hour stream for a Arkham horror scenario. That's good. That is good. Yes, it didn't go to over 4, which is okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, who knows next week? There'll be something that'll make up for it for sure. But we are back with what is next?
Next is Aeon's End.
Aeon's End. We're
On
continuing our
Tuesday.
Aeon's End campaign playthrough, expedition campaign, whatever it's called, of Aeon's End Outcasts, with episode 3 on Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern. Check out the playlist section at youtube.com/Rob's Gaming Table if you want to watch episodes 1 and 2. There's some story stuff with that one. And you can catch up and jump in with us live on Tuesday and then also live on Thursday, which we will maybe be replaying a Nemesis if we fail, or maybe moving on to the next one. Who knows? We'll just keep playing that game every Tuesday and Thursday, most likely, until we finish that box's expedition.
Yeah, and if you're there at the start of the stream, you can help us make decisions on what cards we add to our inventory. Or
Yes,
don't know
we
what
do
they're
have
called.
choices to be made for sure.
Yeah.
And we do appreciate the help and the voting and all that stuff. Everyone getting involved on how you shape the playthrough and shape
Yes.
what decks are available, or what cards are available to us in our market.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
And then Mel is back with another painting stream on a Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, painting whichever gets the most votes on Patreon from our supporter tier and our producer tiers, who are voting between either Last Bastion characters to paint, the Nemesis characters to paint, or the Lord of the Rings Journeys to Middle-earth Shadowed Path heroes or characters to paint. So whichever one wins that poll, which closes on Tuesday midday, and then we'll know which one Mel is going to paint during that stream, which will probably be one of the next games we get to based on her finishing painting it. But again, Lord of the Rings, we have to wait till COVID and Kyle probably. So
Yeah, so that might be a little bit longer, but
anyways,
yeah.
It just means it's ready and we can pick those characters when we go to play that.
There's also quite a few characters, I think, to paint in that one, so maybe that could be over 2 streams or something.
Yeah.
If that was picked, we'll see.
Or you can paint some between the
I can
streams
paint some
too,
between,
and
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, here's how
Yeah.
they're looking, and we'll continue with other ones, whatever you want to do.
So if you have not voted on that, make sure you go to Patreon and put your vote in.
And then next Saturday, we are starting 11 a.m. Eastern, and we're playing Sleeping Gods. We're going to play through that every Saturday going forward until we're finished it. And that'll start 11 a.m. We'll probably have a nice long stream next weekend for that one. And then Sunday, we're back with more Arkham Horror. We're going to be continuing that 11 a.m. Eastern on Sundays so far. And yeah, we'll be back with Undimensioned and Unseen next week. I may have some other solo playthroughs during the week in there. There's some games I'm looking into that I'll probably get to play during the week. So watch for some streams popping up. Stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when we go live or when new videos are posted. Yeah, hit that like button. If you like seeing Arkham Horror on the channel, helps other people find the videos, helps more people show up to the live streams for chatting and getting involved and upgrading decks and not spoiling things and making fun of me and all those awesome things you guys do. Just kidding. We're fighting over what cards to go in decks and that kind of stuff. Jim says you could run a quick Lab Rats run right now. Well, no. Pull them out, set them up. I got to read the reference sheet, get back into how they work again, read any kind of nuances about them, figure out which baddie we're playing, get all the chips ready, set up the table. Yeah, no.
The Sunday slightly shorter stream makes up for the longer Saturdays that we do, right? With
Maybe.
Sword and Sorcery was longer, and I think next weekend with Sleeping Gods will probably be a longer Saturday.
Yeah, Sleeping Gods next week. We were ready to like start at 11 and play. We'll play for like 6 hours probably.
Yeah.
We'll see how it's going. Like I don't
maybe
know.
there's a
when like a good
it'll
time.
feel like a time that's a good time
like
to
a
save.
good time to stop. But we're gonna like it'll take us a while to get into that one. I'm assuming because we're not gonna play it ahead of time unless there's a
An
like a
intro,
tutorial
yeah.
prequel thing to play like some campaign games have. We'll see, but we haven't even opened it yet to check. So
Yeah,
we'll figure that out.
I'm excited for that one.
But yeah, stay tuned to the channel. More streams coming up, more games coming up. If you'd like to vote on some games we play and stuff, keep an eye on our Patreon. Supporters and producers can vote on polls there, which I like to do. And if you're a producer of the channel on Patreon, you can get into our producer private Discord. Link for the Patreon is down in the video description. Thank you everyone for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And don't forget to vote on deck description or deck options, upgrade paths or saving paths or whatever for experience down below in the video description if you're watching this later before our next stream. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.